There is only one dream, one prize, one YouTube channel to catch all the action on, one moment of glory, to get your name etched with the greatest of all time. We all want it. We all need it. Only one will get it. This is our year. This is our time to live, to fight, to win. Lord Stanley, we are coming for you. Subscribe today and don't miss out.
Watching Sam Welby experience.
Let's go. Let's go. Game 2 is now, and we're going to do it again. If you were here for game 1, you know what it's all about. Rock'em sock'em hockey at its finest. A tribute to the old school way of playing. The Leafs lit up the Sens on the power play, and then they were sticking them with the 5-knuckle shuffle. Domi coming in with that uppercut. It was a thing of beauty. Ooh, we got an echo. Let's kill that. It was absolutely insane the last game. Far better than we expected it to be, but holy smokes, we're going to go at it again, and hopefully we see much of the same. Welcome in, everyone. Swedish Rob, how's it going? Jonathan, good to see you. Vi, what's shaking? Welcome in. I don't think so. Sasham, what's up? Hey, Todd. Beverly, welcome in. Sweet. Random, how's it going? Welcome in. Len, good to see you. Alexander, how's it going? Alexander, just easy does it, okay, buddy? Easy does it. Welcome in. Fragment, good to see you. Thomas, what's up? Jonathan, blended in the house. Good to see you. He-Man's dad is here by the power of Grayskull. Musical Chores, how's it going? Welcome in. Sorry, I could not resist. Babbitt, how's it going? Good to see you back. John, hello there. Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Dan and Todd, and welcome in, everybody. BD Gaines is here as well. If I miss you, I'm sure I'll catch you. Phil, how's it going? Welcome in, Mr. Ben and Bradley and Darce. Welcome into the party, and it's going to be a party here tonight. We're going to be rocking and rolling all night long, and I cannot wait for puck drop. But before we get to puck drop, we have to look at a couple of things going into tonight's game. Now, I don't want to change the universe. Mama, what's going on? Welcome in. I don't want to change the universe. I don't want to put anything out there. However, the Maple Leafs tonight will attempt to take their first 2-0 lead in a Stanley Cup Playoff series in 23 years. Let's see if they can do it. 23 years. Can they go up 2 The last time they did it was in the Eastern Conference Final, and that was so long ago. So long ago. Okay, Toronto has not won. They have not won the first two games of a postseason series since doing so it was the first round against the Islanders back in 2002. That's how long ago it was. 2002. Now, Toronto in game one, we know they put up a big number. 6-2 was amazing. Tonight, the Senators, they're going to come back. They're going to be pushing hard. Scott, what's going on? Would like to sleep. How's it going? Welcome in. We know they're going to be pushing really, really hard tonight, and Toronto has to find a way of shutting it down. They have the same mindset. Tanev was saying they have the same mindset. They know they got to tighten up a little bit better on 5-on-5, but they're not looking in the future. They're not looking in the past. They're going game by game. Game by game. That's exactly how you need to think about this. Now, there are very, very slight tweaks to the lineup matchups. We're going to get to that in a moment. Alan, how's it going? We saw a lot of Ridley Gregg, a lot of his attempted toughness. We saw a lot of dirtiness on both sides, a lot of penalties called. Toronto did a great job keeping their emotions in check, holding on to it. Ottawa, I think they let some of the nerves, some of the drive get to them, which led them to take some really bad penalties. I expect they're going to be a lot tighter here today. So who's in? What are the lineups? What are they going to look like? Well, here it is. Jeff, what's going on? Welcome in. For the Senators, Brady Tkachuk with Stützle and Giroux. We got David Perrin and Drake Batherson with Dylan Cousins. Zetterlund is going to be here with Shane Pinto and Michael Amadio. And Nick Cousins expected to slide in today. Nick Cousins going to be with Adam Gaudette and Ridley Gregg. Now, right now on the projected, they actually had Ridley Gregg out of the lineup. He is going to play tonight. He did not practice yesterday, but coach said he is good to go. And of course, Nick Cousins sliding in. Nick Cousins, you know he was out for a while with knee surgery. He came back. Nick Cousins can be a game changer. Now, with that knee surgery, I'm sure he's going to be testing it a little easy, but he can come in. He's going to bang and crash, and he's got a good shot. So you got to watch for Nick Cousins. On the D side, Sanderson and Zub, Shabbat and Harmonic, and then Cleven and Monty Paulo. And Linus Allmark, no surprise, is going to score that. Momon, no, we will not. We do something a little bit different here within the rules of engagement that we can. Would like to sleep. My day was great. Thank you so much. I was so wired all day today. So much looking forward to this. Rick, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, for the Maple Leafs, only one small change for the Maple Leafs. We got Nyes with Matthews and Marner. Holmberg is going to move up to the second line with Tavares and Nylander. Bobby Mack and Nick Robertson are now going to be centered by Max Domi. So Domi's going to slide down one line. Daniel Barry, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, the reason for this, it's not because of his poor play. In fact, I thought Domi was actually very good. Coach said the reason for this shift is for matchups. It's all about matchups. We saw Ridley Gregg played a lot against our third line, and they took it to Nick Robertson and Pontus Holmberg a lot. They were pushing these guys around. So Domi's going to slide down, and that will match up better against the Ridley Gregg line. And Domi is there to protect them. And Robertson had a pretty decent game, as did Holmberg. So Holmberg spent a lot of time with Tavares and Nylander in the regular season. I'm excited for this. Schwartzbar, what's going on? Welcome in. They got lucky. I don't think they got lucky. They played a heck of a game. All right, on to the fourth line. Lorentz is going to be with Lawton and Callie Yarncroc. On the D side, it's Riley and Carlo, McCabe and Tanev, Benoit, and Ekman Larson. Thank you so much, Richard, for hitting that follow. I appreciate it. And thank you. Keep smashing those likes as they come in. Typical, what's going on? Welcome in. And of course, back in net tonight, Anthony Stolarz. Now, there was some worry about Stolarz as Greg crashed into the net and you saw his leg kind of got wrapped around the goalpost. He took the day off yesterday as a rest day, but he was fine. He practiced this morning. Everything looks good. Still no word on Pacioretty on his possible return. No word on David Kempf. Mermis and Myers are there in case we get an injured defenseman. And of course, Ryan Reeves called up. So if things get really out of control, Ryan Reeves is available to slot in for Game 3. Patoli, how's it going? Welcome to the party. Now, the Senators' lines reflected these, what we just mentioned up above in their morning skate. They could shuffle around a little bit. These are just the projected lineups, so we're going to wait and see how they play out. Now, in the first game, it was pretty crazy. Mitch Marner, 3 points. We've talked a tremendous amount over the season about Mitch Marner in the playoffs. Will he show up? Will he show up? I would say for darn sure, Mitch Marner showed up in the last game, putting up 3 points. It was amazing. Matthews picked up a couple of assists. Tavares with a goal and an assist. We had a bunch of guys in double-digit points. It was huge. That 6-2 win was just the need to get them going. Chris, what's going on? Calling Leafs in 5 if they win tonight. And I got to tell you, I really think these guys have it. I don't want to take anything away from the Senators. I certainly don't, because they are a really solid team. Hank, thank you so much. Jaden's going Sens in 6. Let's see. Now, the Sens are no pushover. We saw what they did in the last minute, and if you missed it, you got to go back to our last stream for game 1. We've put a bookmark in, or a chapter in, for the last minute. That's where all the grittiness, all the kind of stuff started hitting the fan, and they were setting that tone for this game. You know the Sens are going to come out hitting, skating, shooting, right? The 3 ins: hitting, skating, shooting. They're going to come out and play hard. Toronto needs to be better 5-on-5. They weren't bad. They weren't bad, but they need to be better 5-on-5. They got 3 power play goals in the last game, which was tremendous. I mean, it really, really solid on the power play, but they need to buckle down and defend 5-on-5. In the offensive zone puck possession time, Ottawa actually had the advantage there. They had a couple cycles going on that were about 45 seconds to a minute. They did an amazing job. Toronto needs to be able to defend that, and they need to be able to move the puck out. Hey, Mega, what's going on? Now, we saw it too often than not in the regular season. Guys would get in the corners, and they would easily walk out by our defensemen with a chance to drive on net. That is something they need to not allow. We didn't really see that happen in the last game, thank goodness, but that is something they're really going to need to step into and dissolve and not allow that to take place in this game. Peter, what's going on? We could get lots of fights tonight. We could get lots. I'm not going to expect it right away. I'm not going to expect it off the top. But if Toronto is up by 2 goals and this is moving around, you know somebody's taking a run at somebody. Somebody is going to try and mix it up and change the momentum of this game. We saw what happened when Canada and US met in 4 Nations, right? Who were 2 of the guys that dropped the gloves? They're both on this team, wasn't it? Cousins and Brady. So, oh no, it wasn't. It was JT. But we know these guys can drop the gloves. Brady was in there. He threw them. He can chuck knucks if it comes to it. So can Ridley Gregg. These guys are going to try everything to knock this team off their game, and they're also going to try and rattle them. Right now, it's a mental game. It's a mental game going into this. Ottawa wants to get in the heads of Toronto. Toronto has to prevent that from happening, which is a much harder task to block that out. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Welcome in, B. Disney. How's it going? Good to see you. Onyx, what's up? Leo, how's it going? Good to see you all. A Ninja, how's it going? Travis, what's up? Welcome in. And again, thank you everyone for piling in. We appreciate it. Keep smacking those thumbs up. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes before puck drop. That would be phenomenal. Now, as we go in and get ready for this game, you know, it's playoff time. There's a lot going on. So I think we need to take a step back and look at what happened yesterday. Now, we were streaming. We were doing the Montreal-Washington game. I know a lot of you were with us for that. That was a crazy game. What a comeback by the Canadians to tie it up and send it to overtime. But Washington, the great 8, does it with his first ever playoff overtime goal. How crazy is that? But Washington took that one 3-2. The Jets, they were stupendous. They played a really solid game. They take it 2-1 and now have a 2-0 lead over the Blues. That is huge for the Jets. Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Leo, how's it going? Good evening. Now, there were 2 other bangers, some late night games. The Avs jumped out to an early lead, but it was the Dallas Stars coming back, and they force overtime, and they win it in overtime. So Dallas goes up and ties that series 1-1 as they take the lead in overtime. And then probably the craziest game last night, hey, BC, welcome in, was the Kings and the Oilers. Now, I'm not going to lie. The Kings went up 4-0. I was watching it in bed. Like I said, I had a really early start this morning. So the Kings were up 4-0, and I'm like, forget this. I switched it off, didn't watch the whole game, and I wake up this morning and I'm like, what? The Oilers came back and it was 6-5? Absolutely crazy. And exactly what we talked about happened. Ekholm was missed. Bouchard was okay. Skinner, really tough start to that game, but then buckled down. And the Oilers, you saw it on the bench. Draisaitl was furious. McDavid, furious. These guys just were frustrated, super frustrated. They managed to climb a way back, and it was a great, great game. Tonight, we got another new game coming up here. The Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're playing game number 1 here tonight. We're going to keep an eye on that. It doesn't start till 8:30, so we're going to be definitely keeping an eye on that one as it goes as well. But our focus here tonight, Toronto and Ottawa, and it's going to be a banger. Antonio, how's it going? Welcome in. That's right, Brian. It ain't over till it's over. And Roger, how's it going? Welcome in. Ovi scored. What are the odds? I predict he's going to be an above average goal scorer. Rich, just slightly. Brad, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome to the parties. All right, so we are set. We are locked, stocked, and ready to go. And this is going to be huge, 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 huge. To get that 2-0 lead is massive. Now, if you don't know, teams that generally take a teams that do take a 2-0 lead in a best-of-7 series own the all-time series record. 353 wins to 56 losses, including a 266-34 mark when starting at home. So taking these first 2 games are huge if Toronto can pull this out. They haven't done it in 23 years. It's been a long time. Can they do it here tonight? JP, what's going on? Predicting the Sens are going to win this one 4-2. We will see. Zoran, how's it going? Road Warriors, welcome in. A lot of people taking the Sens tonight. Bob, how's it going? Welcome in. Stellars has to be solid. Christian's calling the Leafs will lose. A lot of people think the Leafs are one and done, that they're not going to pull it together tonight. I was absolutely blown away, and I'm not going to lie, and we said it during the stream. I figured Toronto was going to take game 1. I did not think they were going to win it as big as they did and how they did. I was very impressed with this team. The stars were the stars. The stars proved that they can come out and play. Now, the critics will say, but it was 3 power play goals. Yes, it was 3 power play goals, but they were pretty decent goals at that. They also had 3 non-power play goals, right? So the 5-on-5 is going to be key, right? Key number 1 for me tonight, better 5-on-5 play. Key number 2 for Toronto, defensively, you got to tighten up a little bit. Keep using those short passes to the boards, get it out from the front of the net. Use those boards to carry the puck down. And then key number 3 is the mental game, right? Stay focused. Don't let them get under your skin. Ottawa, with these guys, they are going to play emotional again here tonight, especially if they get down early. So that is where we need to look. For the Ottawa Senators, their keys to tonight's game, number 1, stay out of the box. Develop a severe allergy to the penalty box. They got to stay out of that box. Key number 2, lots of shots. Lots of shots, lots of shots. Stellars is amazing. They need to get lots of shots. And key number 3 for the Senators, pick their spots. Pick their spots. They were running at guys. They were looking to hit everything that moved, and it actually pulled out to be a huge disadvantage for them. They got to pick their spots and time it right. They don't want to catch themselves and give up odd man rushes. Look at Marner with the breakaway goal. Came with some sloppy play, a beautiful pass that split the D. It was amazing. So we're going to see how these things go. All right. It is 7:34 on the clock. We're moments away from puck drop coming up. So let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get down to it. It's time to get set. I'm going to explain to you a lot of what's going on. But first, I want to say welcome, especially to those, if you're watching on a big screen TV, if you're not here in the chat, thank you for putting us on and tuning in. We appreciate it. We're going to bring you the best coverage that we absolutely can here tonight. Rick, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. Mark, welcome in as well. Good night. Welcome in. And okay, so that's it. Second, we want you to cheer for your team. We already see we got a lot of Sens fans in here, a lot of Leafs fans in here. Cheer for your teams. Shout it proud. Be loud. Make the noise. Well, virtually, of course, but be respectful. Mike, how's it going? I don't care if you tell me Toronto sucks, refs were terrible, bad call, they should have got a penalized. That's okay. And you can go back and forth. You can trash talk all you want, but we ask keep it respectful, keep it somewhat family friendly, and be creative with your chirps. We all love creativity. Let's see it coming out. Kathy, what's going on? Ottawa transplant, so torn. Born in Toronto, had flopped back to the Leafs years ago. Carlson left the Sens. But you're Ottawa proud. You got it both. So you can be happy both ways or not, Kathy. You got it. You got it. Winnipeg Jets fan, Florida Panther fan. There you go. Florida Panther fan. Thank you for the super chat. Welcome back in. Good to see you. All right, let's go over and break it down what you're going to see as the Leafs are getting ready to come out on the ice. And this one is going to go shortly. Jason, how's it going? All right, we're going to flip on over. Did it mute? It didn't mute for a change. It's a miracle. It's a hockey miracle. All right, so here's what you're going to see. Lots going on. The score is going to be up top. The score is going to be up here as well as the time. Now, the time isn't a full running time. It updates every few seconds, but you get the idea. I'll keep you updated on the time. This box here in the middle with the red line through it, this is going to show you where all the shots are coming from and all the goals. So we'll be able to tell very quickly who's using the points, where are they shooting from, are they getting good opportunities or not? And right down here under my elbow, elbows up, right down here, this is going to show you all the puck movement, who has possession, where it's going, and all that jazz. And of course, over on the far side where it lists the goaltenders, it's going to show you which players are currently on the ice, what their stat lines are, how many points they have, time on ice, etc., etc. So we're going to have you covered all the which way, and of course, we'll have the game going as well. So the Leafs are just making their way onto the ice. The party is about to get started. Scotiabank Arena is going to be rocking. Sam loves his 23 guys. Knies and Verhaeghe. That's right. It's a double dose of 23 tonight. Knies and Verhaeghe. My guys all day. Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. Glad to have you back. Banking, what's going on? I'm banking on this team, rocking it. Bob going under Berube will be a 2-0. I hope so, Bob. I hope so. This is going to be a huge one. Thank you, Jessica, for the follow. Thank you all so much. Now, for my talk friends. Now,
Let's go.
All the stats are going to be up here. Everything's going to be up top. So I'm going to be looking up. But I do have a chat over on my other monitor, so I apologize. I will probably miss some of your comments right away. I will get back to you, so hang in there. Thank you so much for that subscribe. Lucas coming in with that sub. Thank you, Lucas. Welcome in. Todd, Newfoundland in the house. Welcome in. All right, let's get set. It's just about time for the national anthems and then time to drop the gloves. Lauren, how's it going? Let's go. Absolutely. I'm just waiting for them to bring this music down because, you know, a little Metallica, always good. All right, bring that down, bring this up. Let's get set to get this one going.
We now ask that you please rise if you're able to.
If you're able,
remove your hats
please
and
rise.
join Natalie Morris in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
There it is, Natalie Morris bringing down the house. Natalie Morris is fantastic. Let's get set to play some hockey. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 more likes. We need 8 likes to hit 100 before puck drop. If you haven't hit that like, smash it right now. Slushy, what's going on? Welcome in. It's going to be a back and forth one, Slushy, but I think the Oilers they may be able to pull it off and get it done. Mosquito, what's going on? Welcome in from Melbourne. Welcome to the party, my friend. Welcome to the party. Sirimoti, welcome in. Go Leafs. Go Leafs. They're going to have to solve Linus Ullmark again. There it is. Boom. That's how you start us off. Thank you, everybody. All righty. Next goal. Next goal. Let's get up to 950 on the sub counter. 950 on the sub counter. And hit that subscribe. Here we go. There's the ice is up. All the widgets are going to pop up. It's going to full up, and we're going to get this party started right now. Face off at center ice. Looks like the fourth line is on for Toronto. And the top line on here in Ottawa. Going to win this one back. Whatever. Welcome in. Ben's going to bring this one back around behind the net. Setting it up here is Nick Jansen. Jansen getting set. Jansen going to move this ahead. The booze raining out. Long pass up. That's going to be knocked down by Ekman Larson at the red line. Toronto throwing the first hit of this game, and it's going to come back to Benoit. Benny going to play this one up, and Laurent's going to take a bump as he chips this one down in the corner. Lawton trying to catch up to it. Yarncroc, he's going to get hit against the boards. Laurent's coming in here after it. And it's going to be picked up by Lawton. Scotty to the point. Here's McCabe. McCabe throwing it towards the net. That's going to be steered aside. They're still coming. They're still banging and crashing here early. There it is. There's the players on the ice right now. Thank you for crushing those subscribes. Angela, how's it going? Ottawa going to pick it up in their own zone. Nylander coming in on the forecheck, chasing his man. Here comes Pinto. He's going to play this one up. Senators crossing the red line, bobbling it. The puck is really chopping. Pinto comes up with it. Pinto, he's going to cycle this back around far side. Behind the net, cannot connect with Amadio. Nylander steals it, and he slides this across. Here's a long pass. Holmberg coming in. Holmberg going 5-hole, and that one is stopped there by Ullmark. Stefan, welcome in. Good to see ya. M. Shields, welcome in. Endgame, welcome in. Pontus Holmberg with the first good scoring opportunity of this game with a partial breakaway. John Cena in the house. You just can't see him. Here's Zub going to bring this one down as the Sens going to change it up. This dumped around in the corner. Ottawa back to pick it up. Endgame coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Endgame, thank you so much. Thank you. Gifted memberships for all. Congrats, Leo and Dan. Down around in the corner. Nye's going to pick it up. Nye's side of the net. He kicks it in front, shooting. Score! No, it hit the goalpost. Mitchell Marner, how can you do that? From point blank in the slot, he hits the iron. Grant, what's going on? Welcome back, Chef. Mitch Marner again could have just put that one in. Holy smokes. The goalpost goes clangety, clang, clang, clang. Oh, wow. Third line on here. McMahon's going to come in with a big bump. This coming around. Domi tying up his man. Clang, clang, rattle, bing, bang goes Mitchie Marner. Domi trying to get this over to McMahon. Ottawa grabs the loose puck. They're going to play this one up to the red line. Quick shot right on. Stillar's going to steer this into the corner. Ekman Larson lets it go. Robertson has it tied up along the boards. Senators going to bring this one back. Lucy coming in with the subscribe. Thank you, Lucy. Welcome in. Ottawa going cross ice. Domi gets his stick in the way. This is going to be chased around. Domi on his man. Robertson there as well. Senators still trying to work this through. Perron getting it down. Back to Perron. He comes in with a hard hit. Domi going to pick this one up. He gets checked from behind. Senators keep this one in. Throw it in the corner. Concilio, how's it going? They're skating really well. Here comes Robbie. Nicky's going to bring this one. Dumping it down in the corner. Oh, right on, actually. And Ullmark is going to make the save. And Scott Lawton gives him a little snow for his liking. And a good first 4 minutes or 3.5 minutes here. Holmberg with a great opportunity. He tries to go 5-hole. Mitchie Marner with a great opportunity. And he just rings the iron. Holy smokes. Just off. Ullmark was caught out of position. That's one, Marner, you got to bury. But a great shot. A great chance with half an open cage, and he just rings the iron. But good to see Marner standing in front of the net, taking a beating, right? He's standing in front of the net. Ullmark has to go over to the bench. He's getting some repairs to his equipment, so we're going to get an extra little timeout here as they're going to fix his under equipment. I wish I could share my rabbit ears. Oh, the rabbit ears. Oh, the rabbit ears. Holy smokes. Great start. Great pace. Now they got the back of the jersey unstrapped. They're reaching up under him. So something must have popped. Something must have came loose. Now, with these goaltenders, with the upper equipment, it's all Velcro and straps. So it is very easy that if something comes undone, because you got up by the shoulders, you got a couple around the arms, down around the belly, up the back. There's so many pieces of Velcro with those chest protectors. And it looks like he actually has the pants are undone. He had to undo the front of the pants. He's smiling with the officials. They're having a chuckle over something here. But he's up against the boards and he had to undo the bottom of his pants. So now he's fixing it up. He's getting his glove back on. That's the other thing too. With the trappers, when you put your hand in the trapper, there's a wrist strap that you pull to tighten so it doesn't come off. So he had to loosen that. So he's got his hand in the glove and now he's kind of wrenching, tighten it back up. Holy smokes. But a hot start here, a hot start. First couple of minutes, they were really flying, and great opportunities, great chances. You bet your rent, TJ, you bet your rent. Oh no. Here we go. Tavares going to win this to Nylander. Back to Riley. Riley sending it across. UV, what's going on? Welcome in. This shot's going to go just wide. Tavares behind the net. In front to Holmberg, who puts it just wide. Tavares again in the corner. Welcome in, UV. And welcome into all of our new viewers tonight. Cycling around is Nylander. Long shot. Deflected. They score! Number 44, who had a really rough game in game one, puts it in to make the Leafs take the lead 1-0. There we go. Morgan Riley gets the job done. Great job by this second line. Nylander, Tavares, everybody's touching the puck. And a long kind of pass. And hang on a second. Hang on, did this went off his skate. This goes off his skate. There is no definitive kicking motion, but don't be surprised if this gets challenged. It didn't hit his stick. Are they just going to let it go? Let it go. Yes, they're not going to challenge it. Thank goodness. 1-0 Maple Leafs. Goal scored by number 44, Morgan Riley. Here's Lorentz with it. Lorentz going to play this one back. Benoit sending this one up. All the way down. Side of the net picked up. Ottawa on the move. Clavin moving this one up. And the crowd is all over. Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark. Love it. Taking this one away. We got a little drop stick here. Ridley Gregg tied up his man, lost his stick, and that one's dropped. But a hot start here, and I'm so happy for Morgan Riley. Riley had a couple of bad turnovers in the last game, one of them leading to an Ottawa breakaway. So happy that he comes in, pinches up from the point, sneaks behind everybody, and puts it home. Great job, Tavares and Nylander picking up the assists. Lisa, how's it going? Welcome in. Off the draw, Toronto going to win this one back. McCabe sending it over to Tanev. Tanev back over to McCabe. By the way, a 5-on-5 goal, which is exactly what they need to do. Matthews going to send this one in. Knives coming in with the forecheck. Sens going to move it around. Matthews can't get it. Ottawa up the middle of the ice. They're flying. A little drop-off pass. Another shot. Sanderson going way deep. Back to the line. Zub going to keep this one in. Comes to the point. Over to Sanderson. He's going to shoot. That one's going to get knocked down in front. Brady takes one right in the face. Toronto's going to go to the box here first as Brady T takes one in the teeth. Henry, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for popping in tonight. So Tanev going to go to the box here. Tried to fight off Brady Tkachuk, and the stick came up. Got him in the face. Surf Bomb, what's up? Jacob, welcome in. Now, Brady was really selling this. The glove goes up, and he's going, oh. He's really selling that one, making sure everybody could see and hear him. But the stick came up and caught him nonetheless. So the Senators going to go on the power play. They were 0 for 2 in game one. Toronto played really well. Tkachuk, Cousins, Stutzla Batherson and Sanderson going to be the 5 here for the Senators. Stützle coming in to drop it. Off the draw, Stützle back, going to send this to the line. Going to play this one up. Working it on the far side. Down low now, trying to come across to go back door. It's in front. Stolarz diving down. Stützle in front of the net. They're going to make a nice save. Unbelievable. What a great save there. Angela, what do you mean by get on? What do you mean? And if I don't see the comment, one of the mods will respond for sure. Simon, how's it going? Yeah, it was crazy yesterday, Simon. That was a heck of a hockey game. Here we go. Matthews off the draw, going to lose this one. Ottawa bringing it back. Toronto, long stick, long reach. Going to chip this one out. Turning around, Sanderson. He's being watched. He's going to spin around. Now here's Batherson coming up the middle. This is going to be knocked off his stick, but Toronto picks it, or Ottawa picks it up. They roll it to the side of the net. It's loose. Stolarz is down. Back to the point. He's getting up. Loso, what's going on? Back to Sanderson again. Leafs are starting to scramble. Matthews can't steal. Leafs back in possession. Side of the net, shooting. Great block. Stolarz is down. Puck is loose. He thought it was underneath him. It came loose, and Toronto going to clear this one all the way down. Oh, how do you subscribe? I gotcha. So, Angela, are you watching on a phone, or if you're watching on a phone, you'll have to, I think you have to close the chat, and then you can see the subscribe button. If you're on a computer, you should see it right below the chat. But if one of the mods can help Angela sort it out, that would be awesome. This coming all the way down. Jansen gone to the dressing room. Danny T, what's up? Tori, welcome in. Morgan Riley getting the first goal for Toronto. Kirk, what's up? Welcome in. Here come the Sens in over the line, bringing this one around. Back through, long shot. Stolarz is down. He's squeezing those legs with a great save. And the Senator player in front trying to stand on top of Stolarz. And Toronto says, hey, Ridley Gregg, that's not going to happen. And he took one right in the punum. Now Giroux is mixing it up with Lawton. And the officials are trying to separate those two. Ridley Gregg is really shaken up here as he took a great shot. Thank you, Chef. Appreciate it. The referees are trying to get this one all sorted out. Thank you so much, everybody. But Brady Tkachuk with a nice little play. He actually lost it, and he runs into the goaltender again. And this is one thing Berube said. One thing that he did not appreciate was the amount of run-ins the Senators had with Stolarz in the last game. They're looking to take every shot they can. And there's Ridley Gregg had a high stick to the face of Ekman Larsson right in front of the official. No call on that one. So Ekman Larsson decided to introduce the palm of his hand to the face of Ridley Gregg. This coming back around, 20 seconds to go. How do you call that penalty on Toronto on Tanev, but you don't call that one there on Ridley Gregg? Exact same play. Toronto getting this to the line. It comes out. 5 seconds to go. Sens going to bring this one right back in. Stützle bobbles it. 2-1. Power play is over, but the Senators coming up in the slot with a shot. Nice save. It's loose. Matthews going to kick it over to the corner. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. This is coming across. Here's Stützle. He's dancing. Puts it across with a shot. Stolarz looking around. It goes to the corner. Picked up here by the Sens again. Cross-ice pass. They're going to work it to the face-off dot. Here's a shot. It's blocked in front. Stolarz guarding the lower side of the net. Tanev is going to pick this one up. He's going to move this across. And Stützle with a slash and a cross-check. No call. And the refs letting all that stick work go right now. Here come the Maple Leafs trying to work it up as the Senators coming in pinching really aggressively on the forecheck. Toronto's going to turn it over. Sens bringing it in. McCabe knocks it off. Riley going in the corner. He's going to take a bump. Amadio coming in. Stolarz watching this one come across. Holmberg, look out, almost got plowed. But was able to get out of the way. Here's Tavares. Over to Holmberg. Holmberg going wide. Putting it over for Tavares, and it's tipped just wide. Picked up by Nylander. He's going to spin around. Nylander looking. He's dancing. He's still dancing. He tries to come back to Riley. That one is tipped. Sens have seen that play before. Back to Nylander. Nylander is going everywhere. He's going to pass it over. Here's a shot. Deflected in front. Holmberg is tripped up. Is the arm going up? The arm is going up, and a penalty coming to the Senators. As, by the way, Jansen returns to the Senator bench. Holy smokes. I hate this game, Stefan says. I hate this game already. We're not even 10 minutes in, Stefan. Not even. And they're going to go to their first commercial break here. When they return, Toronto will be on the power play. Jesse, what's going on? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcoming everybody on all platforms. Thank you so much for being here. Holy smokes. CNL, welcome in. Great start. Great pace. Unbelievable. Just going back and forth. Chances at both ends. 7 shots for the Senators so far in this period. Only 4 for the Maple Leafs. You need air. I do need air. Bring it in. Breathe at commercials. Commercials are for breathing. Adrian, how's it going? Welcome in. Stop calling penalties. Just let them go. Let it all go. Holy smokes. Senators did get some chances. They did get some chances on that power play. Let's see what Toronto can do now. Alex, it is Stolarz again. It's going to be Stolarz' position to lose. Or get hurt, but hopefully, knock on wood, not the case. By the way, thank you so much for hitting those subscribes as you're coming in. Appreciate it. We're 6 away from 950. Keep it rolling. Go Leafs, go. Andy, good to see you. Welcome in. Kathy, go Bills. Go Bills. You know what, Kathy? We may actually be doing some Bills games this summer. We've been looking at our summer strategies and our summer plans, and we're definitely going to be covering the Toronto Argonauts again at the Canadian Football League because I love me some Canadian football. But I think we're going to get some Bills games in this year. We had some requests last year. We did the playoffs, and it was a lot of fun. So we may get some Bills going on. We're not even 10 minutes. Don't even start. The cable. Holy smokes. Stephen, welcome in. Welcome in. What a game. Now, by the way, you see a lot of people are doing exclamation mark points in the chat. Just by chatting along, you are earning points. You can check your points at any time and then use your points to bring up Leafs or Sens graphics up on the screen. Plus, there's a whole lot more. All right, 2 minutes on the board for the Maple Leafs. Nyes, Matthews, Tavares, Marner, Nylander. The 5 looking to get it done again. Let's go. So Tavares gets kicked out. Matthews comes in to take the draw. New York Neil, what's going on? Good to see you. Still waiting for that Ranger game to start. Off the draw, Nylander going to feed this one back to Marner. Marner right up to the slot. That one gets blocked. It comes right to Nylander. Big Willie Styles. He's with it. He's looking. Nylander looking. Bouncing it across. Who's calling? Don't they know there's a hockey game on? Shot, they score! I don't know if this is going to be Tavares or Nyes. I think this is going to be Tavares. Tavares puts it across, and it's going to be 2-0 Maple Leafs. Our ex-Capitan, Happy John, puts this one in. Holy smokes. JT, no stranger to danger. What's going on? Welcome in. Holy smokes. Oilers 97, what's going on? Next chapter coming in. Hitting that sub up. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Holy cow. Diana, welcome in. So JT going to get credit for the goal. And all of a sudden, 2-0 Maple Leafs. Here's McCabe. McCabe back behind the net. He's going to start this one off. Up to Lorentz. Here he comes. Lorentz over the line. He's going to flip it in the corner. He's going in here after it. Zub is trying to fight him off. Comes to the side. Toronto going to keep this one in. Sanderson with a bump on Lorentz. Comes over to Lawton. Lawton chasing this one. Stanley, what's going on? He is feeling it. Marner and Matthews picking up the assists. Holy smokes. That's right, Dallas. Keep the Kool-Aid going. Here they come again. Maple Leafs goal. Scotty Lawton playing this one across. The Leafs are so king. They are awesome. Go Leafs go, but here come those Sens. Stützle, he's going to pull up. Stützle loses it, comes out. He runs into his own player. He's got to back it all the way up. Maureen, how's it going? Welcome in. 4 shots, 2 goals on 4 shots. Keep 6. What's up? Here they come. Bobby Mack. Big Mac attack in over the line. Like to see him get going. Bobby Mack digging this one. Trying to bring it out. Trying to get this. Here's a long shot. Hits a leg. Down in the corner. Domi trying to fight for this one. Comes in the middle of the ice. And Ottawa just going to flip this one up. Angela, no worries. That's okay. LP, how's it going? Welcome in. Back in this one up. Ekman Larson turning around. Going to play this one ahead. Patoli, what's crack-a-lacking, my friend? Down in the corner. Bobby Mack coming in. He's going to bump Shabbat. It's in the feet. Trying to dig this one out. Domi, nope. You overskated the puck. Picked up. Here comes Shabbat. He's going to play it to the far side. Zetterlund carrying this one up. Sliding it down into the Maple Leaf zone. Riley back to play it. Batherson's going to run into him. Toronto, though, picks up this loose puck. They're going to flip this one around. Marner over to Riley. Riley going to send this one up. And the Senators going to try and play it right back. Zetterlund again over the blue line, bringing this one in. Marner going to take the puck away. He's going to feed it back. Toronto's going to regroup. Carlo going to skate it up to the red line, tried to dump it in, hit somebody, and it kind of bounced right back out. Here's Zub. Zub with it. Oh, he's going to turn and play it back. Ottawa through the neutral zone, dumping this one down in the corner. Krista, what's going on? Here's Tanev. He's going to get hit. Ottawa, bring in the noise. They're continuing to bang and crash right now. I don't believe the statistician. It's saying only 4 registered hits for Ottawa. They've thrown about 4 in the last 2 minutes. Here come the Sens, going to move this one up. Irene, good evening. Go Leafs, go. That's right, Diana. Hockey capital of the world. Sens going to bring it back to their own blue line. John checking those points. Sten's going to dump this one in. Stellar's directing traffic where it's going. Tipped up to McMahon. Bobby Mack, he's going to carry this one up as Tavares goes to change. Nick Robertson coming up behind him. McMahon centering it across. Comes to Domi. Domi back to the point. Ekman Larson. Here's Domi with a long shot. That's deflected. Robertson goes behind the net. Puck comes to him. Hops over his stick. Goes to the corner. Senators Gaudette in there. Toronto pressing. They steal it back. Nice little drop pass. Domi, a slap pass, and that hits the side of the net. Robertson going to get bumped off of it. Gaudette goes down. Domi picking it up. Here comes Max. Maximum effort tries to center this one across. And the Senators going to send this. Here they come. Adam Gaudette going to carry this one up. Over the line, Ekman Larson's got to go back and pick this one up. Under 8 minutes to go here in period number 1. This game is moving. Lawrence, he's going to flip this up, but it's going to go at a play. So at 7:51 left to go in this period, we are getting a stoppage, and they're going to take a commercial break so I can catch my breath. Unbelievable. What a pace. Should bet the over 5.5. TJ, that's what happened to me in game 1. I had all the goals, well, not all, but all the goal scorers and guys to get points that I picked came through, but I took the under, which blew up my parlay. And for the first game, I think it was 6.5. So I took the under thinking it's not going to be over 6.5. Cost me my parlay. But holy smokes, they are playing amazing right now. In case you missed it, the 2 Leaf goals, it was Morgan Riley, his second from Nylander and Tavares, and then JT on the power play from Marner and Matthews. That's 4 power play goals in 2 games. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. I mean, just crazy. Just crazy. Gotta hydrate. Gotta hydrate. That's right. Let's crack it open. Let's get the drinks in while we can. Cheers, everybody. Hope you have your drinks and your snacks. And let's go. Cheers. Dallas, they just got to keep rocking it. Keep rocking it. Keep on rocking in a free world. It is amazing, amazing. Again, welcoming everybody. If you are just joining us, keep hitting that thumbs up for us. Hit that like, tap that screen. It's free to do. And make sure you hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe. We're here just about every single night. Once in a while, we might take a night off, depending on how the voice holds up. You can hear it's already getting a little raspy, but we're here almost every night. Last night was Montreal. Tomorrow night, game 2, Montreal and Washington. And then right back here on Thursday for game number 3. Yummy, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the party. Tacos coming soon. No tacos for me tonight. Did you start this channel in order to cover your camp? Mark, no, it actually started as a hobby during COVID. It started, I just wanted to talk hockey, so we just started it over COVID, and it's kind of morphed into what it is today. Ethan, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, Kathy, thanks for that share. Appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Randy, how's it going? Wouldn't mind if both Kachucks lose in the playoffs. My other half would really like to chat with you. Angela, yeah, for sure. Bring them in. Dinner tonight, we had a little spaghetti with chicken and shrimp tonight. A little pasta. Matthews trying to dig this one out. Going to play it ahead. Here comes Toronto. Marner to the red line. Going to flip this one up and in the corner. Truth, what's going on? Welcome in. Trying to pinch up McCabe. He's going to bring this one. Antonio, what's going on? Welcome. Nyes in the far side in the corner. He's going to shake off his man. He takes a high bump. Comes around to Matthews. Matthews has to elude Giroux. Giroux was coming up on Matthews. Jansen's going to get tripped up. Nyes chasing Shabbat. And he's just going to say, I'm going to Dave Vanderchuck this one up and over everybody to get this one down the ice. Dave, how's it going? I am fantastic, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's had a fantastic day. Here's Tanev going to play this one up. Tavares on the move. Tavares cutting towards the middle. Oh, just lost the handle. Down in the corner. Daly, what's going on? Welcome in. Still working this one. Back to the line. Riley over to Nylander. Nylander. Quick shot, looking for a deflection in front. And Allmark is going to come onto it. And there's Holmberg in, is that Pinto? It is. Pinto and Holmberg, they're going for it. Tari, what's up? Miss you, Sam, and everyone. Just hearing your voice seems like it was yesterday. Tori, boy, that was a lot of fun last year. A lot of fun. This year, man, I love these matchups, and we're just here to party. We're here to have a great time. A great time. Once the sniffer. No, Alonso, I can honestly say I don't think it is. Thank you, Alan. We're moving. Let's see if we can do it tonight. 26K. Not that far out of the realm of possibility. 54 subscribers to go. Jennifer, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. This coming around in the corner. Massimo, thank you for that follow. Big collision here. Sanderson getting put in the boards by Holmberg. Digging still inside the Ottawa zone by the hash marks. Cousin. Nylander takes a vicious run at Cousins. Now Nylander's going to get bumped by Zub. Cousins back to pick it up. Nylander has Cousins in his sights, but he can't get rid of Zub. And they're going to bring this one up. And there's Benoit standing up his man, Brady T. Here comes Ekman Larson. He's going to pass this one ahead. Getting it to Lawton. Lawton cross ice. Here comes Yarncroc. He's got a lane. Nope, he got to pull up. He's going to cycle this back to Lorentz. Lorentz with this now. He's going to flip it to the line. Riley can't keep it in. This is going to come out. It's coming all the way back. Stellars had to come out and play it. Far side. Ottawa going to chop it down. Stellars again going to rip it around the boards. And this time it comes out. Stellars being the third defender playing awfully good there. Riley backing up, going to chip this up to Lorentz. Fourth line has been getting a lot of playing time, which is great. When you can rely on this fourth line and they're not a liability, gives your guys just more of a chance to catch their breath. Lewis, how's it going? Welcome in. This down in the zone, coming around. Tanev working it up to the point. Robertson. Now long pass by McCabe. Up to McMahon. McMahon has it in his feet. That's taken away by Shabbat. It's going to come to Greg. Greg now going to carry this one. Robertson getting close on him. Greg's going to dump this one down. Tanev back to pick it up. Hey, Dan, welcome in. Trying to get it over to McCabe. It's taken away. Ottawa, side of the net. They center it between the legs. Here's a shot. Oh, that just didn't go wide by much. It actually hit Tanev and bounced just wide. Scary chance there for the Senators. Over to Domi, too far to his reach. McMahon has it. And oh, McMahon just gets plastered. Bobby Mack just gets blindsided right by the boards. Good job by the Senators picking their spots. Bam, bam, what's going on? Here comes Toronto stealing the puck. Long shot, that's going to go high and over. Matty Nye stepping into one. Here's Benoit. A little slap pass over to Marner on the far side. Going to cycle it down to Matthews. Matthews, he's curling around. Matthews going to turn, send it towards, and that's going to be deflected into the corner. Back through is Giroux. Giroux to Shabbat. Shabbat, he's going to play this one up all the way down the ice, and it's going to bounce off the bars. Stellars, he's going to flip this one into the corner. Matthew Nyes, he's going to come away. Nyes, he hits the red line, going to dump this one in the top line, going to go switch it up. David, how's it going? Welcome in. Here come the Senators, 3:45 to go, 2-0 Maple Leafs. Stolen by Tavares to Nylander. Nylander's got to stop. He couldn't turn the corner. He loses the handle, and the Senators play this one up through the neutral zone. Now they dump it in. Batherson is chasing it. Toronto putting it around behind their net. Harold, how's it going? Welcome in. Here comes Tavares again. A little pass over to Riley. Riley bringing it in. Riley going to flip it to the corner. Tavares, he's going to get there, beats his man. He's got one hand on the stick, trying to get loose. It's going to come back to him. Holmberg helping him out. Nylander, he's going to pick it up. He's going to send it over to Holmberg. Holmberg couldn't handle that one. And the Senators, Zetterlund, going to pick it up. Just about 3 minutes to go. There it is, 9:50. Thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe. This going to be flipped down in the corner. Stolarz has the mid up, which signals an icing, and it is. There we go, 26K. The watch has begun. We are now 49 subscribers away. Let's see, can we do it tonight? It's going to take a team to do it. If you haven't shared out the stream, do us a favor like Kathy. Hit that share. Share us out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Reddit, Bumble, Twitch, whatever you're using. Shout us from the rooftops. Here's a long shot that's going to go just wide. Francisco coming in with that sub. Thank you, Francisco. That's how you do it. Down McCabe. McCabe, he's going to play this one back. Going to be tipped free. Trying to race here is McMahon. He can't get it. Robertson trying to steal, but Domi comes away with it. Plays it back. Toronto, far side to Benoit. Benoit going to dump this one in. Cross ice. This line going to change it up. Change it up. Sens behind their own net, going to pause for a moment. Now on the move. Little move there, a little deke by Amadio, but he lost the puck. And it's the fourth line again. Laurent's going to come away with it. Over to Benoit. Benoit chipping it ahead. Toronto going to dump this one in. 2:14 to go. Down in the corner. Bringing this one back aside. Lawton, he's going to take a bump. Laurent's going to send it around. Free coming in with that subscribe.
Let's go.
Free 1960. Thank you so much. Madam Bun coming in. You guys are crushing it tonight. Harry, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome all of our new viewers, and thank you for crushing that subscribe button. Over the line. Ottawa dumping this one right back in. Ekman Larson to pick it up. Behind the net, going to rip it around. I believe that was Lawton. Zook can't handle it, and this is going to come out. 140 to go. 140 to go. What a game. What a pace. McCabe, he's going to take a bump by Brady. Playing this one around. Tanev, he's going to send it up. Got to try it again. The first pass didn't connect. The Brady sucks chants are starting already. Nathan, welcome in. Paul, how's it going? Marner trying to take this one away. He can't. Coming to the line. There's a little bit of a hit by McCabe. That could have been borderline interference. Matthews with the puck on the near side. Going to skate it out. Cross the red line. Nye's going to... Oh, they're going to say it's icing. I thought Nye's got a piece. 1:04 to go. My friend has been watching your show. So yeah, oh my goodness, Angela, that's amazing. Well, thank you very, very much to your friend. We've had some very, very loyal people in this community, in this chat, and we appreciate it so much. You know, whether you just come on in and join us for the playoffs, whether you join us all season long, we appreciate you guys so much. Noah Czar crushing it. Welcome in, Noah. Thank you, Alan. We are moving. Look at that. 39 subs away. You guys are unbelievable tonight. Urises, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Matthews in to take this against Giroux. Off the draw, it's a scramble. Still can't see where the puck is. Toronto going to put it towards the boards. Giroux picking it up, bringing it around, back down to the point. Chabot wants it. He doesn't get it. This one's going to sail wide. Batherson turning, shooting. That one is knocked down. Matthews has it behind him. 50 seconds to go. 50 seconds to go. Side of the net. Flipped in front. Where is it? It's there. It's in the slot. Toronto Nyes. He's trying to play it towards the boards. Great stick by Nyes. He's going to chip it around and get it down past Sanderson. Sens coming right back. Long pass. Misses, and that's an icing call. What a great set of moves. Matthews is giving it to somebody there. It looked like he was yelling at somebody on the bench, but I think it more have been in the direction of the officials. Holy smokes. All right, a lot of Dan. Jacob, what's going on? A lot of new folks in here, a lot of new viewers. So you'll see people putting commands that start with an exclamation mark. You're earning points just by chatting along. So by doing exclamation mark points, you'll see how many points you've earned so far. Here's a long shot, and Allmark going to grab that. 25 seconds left to go. Now, what do you do with those points? You can play our virtual slot machines. You can use them to go on virtual heists, and you can use them just like Dallas Mod Girl has done, bringing up the Hulkster to the house. There's all kinds of graphics that you control that you get to bring up. We got Leaf graphics, we got Sens graphics, and a whole lot in between. So it's a way that you can kind of play along. It's the home version. 25 seconds to go. 8-7. Very, very low shots on net. Maple Leafs hanging on to that 2-goal lead right now. Sens going to win this draw. Tavares try to knock it down. Here come the Sens. At intermission, we're going to go over all the stats. And an offside by the Senators. Holy smokes. Dramatic welcome in. Thank you very much, Shannon and Drew. Thank you very much. Dramatic welcome in. 17 seconds to go. Let's do it. Breathe, just breathe. Face off outside the Leaf line. 17.1. Lawton in to take this against Pinto. Lawrence is already kind of shoving with Amadio. They're battling for position of skates and sticks. Sen's going to win this one. Shabbat bringing it in, sending it towards Stolarz. He bobbles it. Oh, and there, look at that. Shane Pinto is going to dump Lawton over top of Stolarz. That's going to draw a crowd. The referee's very quick to jump in here. And Stolarz having a conversation with the official. He's probably saying something like, "Are you kidding me? How long are you going to let these guys bump me and run at me?" But Shabbat sends this one in, and Stolarz takes it up in the chest. He bobbles it, was able to cover it up. And Lawton gave the initial bump, and then he gets just dumped over the top of Stolarz. Not necessary. They are locked in. They are locked in. Giroux and Tavares. Sen's going to win this one back to the point. Here's a long shot. Stolarz again making a save. And again, Brady Tkachuk tries. Oh, it is Brady. He tries to push Tanev over top of Stolarz. Tanev doesn't move his ground, and he shoves back. And again, the officials very quickly going to jump in here. Got the ginger ale and lots of... Oh, Ulysses. We're with you, buddy. We're right there with you. Except my ginger ale's in the fridge chilling. All right, let's go. Off the draw. Nope, Tavares is going to get waved out. Why is this taking so long? We're going to run through the goal scorers, the stats. We're going to take a look at the other games, all kinds of stuff coming up at intermission. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me the horn, would ya? There it is. 5 months for M. Shields. Shout out to K80. Welcome in. And we got a little aggressiveness, some conversations taking place right at the buzzer. No surprise there. Let's go to the intermission. Break this all down as Brady is still chirping. Oh, so as Tavares is skating towards the bench, Brady Tkachuk kind of skates over with his stick out, and he kind of does one of this to Tavares. A little shot to Tavares on the drive-by. Brady just trying to knock him off the game. All right, there we go. Let's bring up the intermission here. We're going to take a look. We're going to break it all down. There it is. Our stats actually populated tonight. That's nice to see. There we go. The Zambonis are out doing their job. I'm going to turn this down a bit so I can hear myself think. Wow, what a first period. 2-0 Maple Leafs. Morgan Riley opened up the scoring with his second already of these playoffs. Nylander and Tavares each picking up their second assist. And then JT picks up his second goal on the power play. Marner and Matthews picking up their third assists. So these guys right now, they have come to play and they have been awesome. Total shots 10 for the Senators, 7 for Toronto. Very, very low shooting game right now. Steven, what's going on? Go Florida. Florida, a little bit away, about 20 minutes away or so from starting up. We're going to be bringing in the updates for that one. Don't you worry. 16 hits for the Senators, 10 from Toronto. And it's funny because it felt like way more. It felt like way more than just 16 hits. Taking a look, face-offs, dead even. 9-9. That is pretty awesome. 9-9. The shot or the hits, or my God, Sam, the face-offs, pretty impressive. Toronto goes 1 for 1 on their power play. Their power play streak continues. They were one of the hottest teams in the National Hockey League for the month of March on the power play. I believe they were about 50% in March on the power play, which is incredible. They were 50% yesterday. They're 100% here today. So Toronto just doing an amazing, amazing job. What are they, 4 for 7 now, which is incredible. 0 for 1, the Sens go on their power play opportunity. 3-2, the giveaways. Much better giveaways here today than we saw in Game 1. Game 1, the giveaway numbers, I believe after the first period, were already like 10-9 or something like that. So much, much better work controlling the puck, protecting the puck. So I'll take those giveaway numbers all day, every day. 2-1 the takeaways and 4-4 block shots. Now, it's funny. My first instinct is to say, well, that's really low. Why are there not a lot of block shots? Well, there weren't a lot of shots to begin with, which is why we don't have a lot to report on. But all in all, a nice period. Only 2 penalties, as we saw. Tanev for the high stick and then Zub for the trip. I will give a little bit of credit to the officials, and I don't do this often. So I want to give a little bit of the credit to the officials. They are letting them play. They've not called a lot on both sides. We saw, which was weird, the one high sticking that Tanev got, and right at the end of that power play, Ekman Larson took a high stick right in the face from Ridley Gregg, which they did not call. So it's funny how they're kind of picking and choosing, but they are letting a lot go. We haven't seen any boarding, the cross checks from behind into the boards like we saw Ottawa do about 4 times in Game 1. We haven't really seen that here today, which is nice to see. Ottawa is playing a little bit more, actually a lot more focused today. They're playing a lot more focused, which is one of their keys, right? It's one of the things they have to do. So kudos to the officials. They're running a good game. They've called what they've had to, but they're letting a lot go. And as we saw on a lot of those come-togethers after the whistles, they're jumping in there fast and they're pulling guys apart. So they're letting guys play, but they're controlling those get-togethers, and hopefully that will help keep the emotions going. Jared, what's going on? Welcome to the party. Paige, how's it going? This feels good. It's early, but I'm not screaming, crying at the TV. Isn't that nice? It is so nice. Wearing your Matthews USA jersey. There you go. Prep in the house. Welcome in, Prep. Good to see ya. And welcome in all. This was a crazy period. Hey, Primus, welcome in. This was such a good paced period. I know the shots are low, but it was back and forth. We didn't see a lot of dump and chase either. Both teams carrying this puck in and over the line, which I love, love, love to see. The dump and chase game gets tired. It really does. I love to see these guys carrying it in, trying to make moves, trying to make things happen. Taking a look, Hurricanes and Devils 2-1 the score there. Maybe we'll listen in a little bit here. Can we do this? Let's see if we can, without having to change the channel. I don't want to do that. Oh no, it's not going to let me. Oh, because I went to the wrong thing. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can listen a little bit to this game. Carolina leading the series 1-0. And of course, they're up 2-1 here. Let's see if I can do this. I really don't want to have to change my my stream. There we go. Let's pull this up. All right. As soon as I hear the game get going, we'll bring this up and listen along a little bit. Okay. How do you get Maple Leaf samples? So the all the symbols, all those custom emojis are part of the membership package. Becoming a channel member, and we have 4 different levels of membership. You can pick whatever one suits your needs, but all of them get instant access to those membership emojis. You also get the loyalty badge, and your name color gets turned to green. Now, as you start working up, there are things like our members only area on Discord, connecting on social media, that kind of thing. And then we have at our top level, our champion level, gives you access to actually join me live on stream during intermission. So if you wanted to come on and join me, and it has to be arranged in advance because I got to get you the link and stuff. But if you wanted to join me at second intermission and talk hockey, talk about the game, that's something that our top level membership package allows. As well, with our top level package, it allows you to create your own personal redemption. So, you see we're redeeming Go Leafs Go, we're redeeming the different graphics that come up. You could choose your own and we'll customize it for you so you'll have your own redemption. So some of the things we offer at the different membership levels, definitely, if there's one that works for you, amazing. Totally not necessary by any means, but we appreciate all of our channel members because it really does help us out here on the channel. Now, how do you find that? How do you get to the membership page? At the bottom of your chat, depending on where you're watching. Well, there, Onyx just made it easy for you. Onyx dropped the link in. That will take you to the join page. But if you're watching on a computer, there's the little $sign, the super chat sign. In there is the join button as well. Or I think we even have the link on our main video description. So lots of ways to get to that join page. If you have any questions, our mods certainly will be able to help you out. Rob, what's going on? Welcome in. Dan dropping the no. Is Ottawa known to play better at home? Nathan, that's a great question. Senators do have a very good home record. They are a solid hockey team. And I don't want to take anything for granted because they are a hard fighting team. They're a really, really solid team. All right, this isn't really working, this audio, the way I thought it would. So, all right, we won't listen into that one. But they are a really hard team, and they play good hockey. So they're struggling. I'm going to assume they're going to come out much stronger at home. And Toronto and again, we still got 2 periods of play here, so I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Amelia, how's it going? Welcome in. Game is great tonight. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but let's just assume, that Toronto ends up taking this one here tonight. Then what you got to do is, if you're the Senators, you just got to come out banging and crashing. The Leafs will have to just weather that storm. They'll just have to hang on, make sure that there's nothing going on. No funny business. That's whoops. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Ooh, that was worrisome. You just have to make sure if you're Ottawa, you come out banging and crashing. Toronto has to weather that storm, and then they can get it going. Is Alfredson available to play? Yeah, Alfie and Spezza are going to suit up in game 3. Mega, if you go to the main page, I believe it's right at the top. It should say join. So here, let me pop into the main page here. Sometimes it does funny things, and it doesn't really work all that well because it's my channel, and if I go into my channel, it recognizes it's me and sometimes causes problems. So if you're on the main channel page, let's see. Yeah, I don't want to customize. I don't have, oh, there it is. So if you go to the main channel page and you scroll right below the top where it shows this game is live now, you'll see a little section that says our members. Thank you, channel members. And just beside that, over to the right, there's a button that says join. So it's right there on the main channel page, right above the upcoming live stream section, which, by the way, tomorrow, Montreal is at it again. Montreal and Washington. We're going to be doing that game. That's going to be a lot of fun. Thursday night, we're right back here, and we got lots more action coming up. We're going to schedule a couple more games tomorrow. Get those ones in so that way you know ahead of time kind of what's going on and where things are going. So it's going to be good. Yeah, TJ, I hope you still stick around here, though. They better get Wi-Fi in next game. And call me sheep. That's, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see him in the the first one. You know, I was a little surprised. Oh, Jonathan bringing up that robot, love it. I was a little surprised we didn't see him here to begin with. But yeah, I think they do need to bring him in. They need some grit from him. They need some toughness for sure. Jess, how's it going? OG, welcome in. Rocky, that's weird. No, not having
Let's
an
go.
issue. I'm not having that problem. I hope that gets sorted out for you. But welcome in, welcome back in. Thank you, Jackie, hitting that subscribe. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. Don't take the gas off. And yeah, not necessary. It's almost the same conversation we had in game one, right? We see how they're playing, we see how they're pushing, and you can't slow down. Because what happens when you slow down? You start giving up opportunities. And just like in the Montreal-Washington game, Washington took their foot off the gas. Montreal was able to get back in there, and it was pretty impressive. So they got to keep going. What I wanted to take a look at was time on ice. Time on ice, because this is a story, right? When we take a look, your fourth line players are not the guys at the bottom of the timesheet, right? Steven Lorentz, he's played 421. Nick Robertson at 408. Domi has played the least amount of minutes at 344, followed by Bobby McMahon at 353. But Yarncroc is over 4 minutes. Robertson's over 4 minutes. Lorentz is over 421. Scott Lawton is up at 5 minutes. You know, Scott Lawton is fourth on the team, the forwards and time on ice in that first period. Shows you they're really utilizing these players well, this fourth line well. From a defensive standpoint, McCabe at 8.5, Benoit at 8.5, Ekman Larson at 7.5, Tanev at 6.5. Riley is down, at 5 minutes. Riley and Carlo are down at 5 minutes, which is crazy. But I hate to say it, I like that they're kind of saving them. They played a lot of minutes in game one. I like that they're kind of saving them, because what happens when Riley is playing top minutes late in the game, he gets tired. He starts making mistakes, and we saw that. So right now, things are turning around. Jay says Leafs are soft. Jay, what does that say? If the Leafs are soft, what does that say about the Sens right now? Just saying. One of my favorite songs. Oh, I missed it. You found it. Okay, awesome. Good. Sir Neil's old man. Oh, nice. James, what's going on? No, James, we can't show actual video due to copyrights. We're not going to get taken down, but we give you all the tools you need to know exactly what's going on, and we show you as much and bring you as much as we absolutely can within the limits. So yeah, we got you covered for that. Now listen, 2 great goals to start this one off, 2 amazing goals, and Riley just did phenomenal things. Do I got time to run through this? I think I got time. Let me switch over to preview mode and get this set up real quick. I think we can take a look at this here. We had this set up for the other highlights. Darn it. All right, I'll make this quick. Just give me a moment to switch gears and pull this up here. This is one of these things you can't really do beforehand, so we have to kind of do it on the fly, but that's okay. We'll set this up here real quickly. Almost done, and we'll give you a sense of what happened. So let's bring this up now. All right, so here we go. So this is the Morgan Riley goal. This is what took place. So we see it. Tavares goes in the corner. We're going to freeze it here. Tavares has a puck down here in the corner. Hopefully the sizing is okay. I can make it a little bit bigger. Tavares has this puck down here in the corner. Here's Riley at the top, Nylander in the middle, Carlo is waiting, and Holmberg in front, banging and crashing around. Crime Dog, they have not played a first game yet. Their first game starts tonight. So as we move this along, Tavares doing a good job. Again, he's going to bank it off the boards as he does here. Nylander is going to pick it up, and look where Riley is. Carlo slides over as Tavares was moving up. Carlo slides down. Riley, he pinches up. Nobody sees Riley at all. Off the boards to Nylander. Nylander has this one. He sees him. He now knows as he curls back to the front. He sees he's wide open. Riley then goes up. Here comes the pass across, and it was tipped in. Batherson picked up Riley as he was going in for that. But if we run this full time, it was a great move by Riley. Here's the bank off the boards. Nylander picks it up. Riley goes back. Now he starts crossing in, and he's able to deflect that one in. So it was quite a nice play. If we take a look here at John Tavares real quickly, you'll see kind of the power play setup. Nylander and Marner at the top, Matthews in the middle, Nyzy doing a great job in front of the net, and here's JT over at the side. So again, Nylander, he's going to go to Matthews, and you see what Matthews did. Let me bring this back really quickly. Matthews, a quick little bounce pass to Marner. Matthews knew he had no chance, right? He's being watched. He can't take this and turn it around. He bounces it up to Marner. Marner can now set the play over to Tavares. Tavares takes the shot, and it goes right through the goaltender and in, and that's why we thought it was Matthew Knies, because it rolled up and Kniesy was right there. But a great pass, great job. Matthews kicking it out to Marner. Marner to Tavares. Tavares takes the shot, actually intended it to go to Knies, but it finds its way in. So excellent work on the power play. They did a really, really nice job curling it around, and that's just how you make things happen, right? That's how you make things happen. So great job for the Leafs. We're going to get a membership at the... Oh, Angela, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate it. See, it is. James, this is my first live, and it's pretty good. James, thank you so much. We have a great time here, James. We bring absolutely as much fun as we can, the fun, the passion, and we do all kinds of games. We're not just here for the Maple Leafs. We've been doing Montreal. We got lots of games coming up. We're here almost every night. And plus, the people in this chat are phenomenal. The hockey knowledge here is amazing. Everybody's so kind and generous. And it's a good time all around. All right, the clock strikes 0. Let's get set for period number 2. Coming up here, moments away. Moments away. This is going to be a banger. Leafs need to keep on going. Stefan. Love it. It's on in a moment. They are getting set, ready to rock and roll. Of course, the Carolina is about to win 2-1. That game is just about to expire. Prep coming in with 5 gifted memberships. Prep, thank you so much. Thank you to all the gifters tonight. I'll buy you a beer if Sens win 5-3 to otherwise. Might need... Here we go. Game on. Prep, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Congratulations to all the new channel members. And thank you so much.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
How much longer? Chris, he is to the end of this season. He is a UFA after this season, after this playoff, so it is likely they will re-sign him, hopefully. Again, big thank you to Prep for dropping some gifted members in. And congrats to all those new members. Richard, what's going on? Welcome in. Richard. Nah, it was Morgan Riley and John Tavares, Richard. Morgan Riley and JT getting it done. All right. So game, we are back. We are back. Good bet. Taking Carolina. Yeah, Carolina. I thought Jersey was going to take it tonight. They had a hot start. Carolina just bringing it back. All right, face off Tavares against Perron. Tavares going to win this one back. This back around. Here comes Toronto. Toronto into the zone. Trying to skip around. Holmberg gets taken down. This in the corner. Den's going to work this one back through the middle. Go Leafs, go Chance, starting to come out slowly. Leafs going to pick this one up, carry it to the line. Holmberg doing a nice job, but he slides in offside. We get a little stoppage, a little break in the play. Yeah, they did open up fast. And hey, did you hear the news? Oh, how do I find out the points? Angela, type !points, and that will tell you what you have. I don't know if you heard the news about Quinn Hughes, but there's some Quinn Hughes news going around. We'll talk about that coming up. If you're a Vancouver Canucks fan, you're either worried or very happy.
concrete confidence in this game. And it
Off the draw. This is going to be hammered in. Toronto putting it in the Sens zone. John, what's going on? Go Leafs. Go Leafs. Robertson, he's going to steal it. Kept it in for a minute. Now the Sens bringing it out. Back through the neutral zone. They're going to hammer this one in. Stellaris can't stop it. Comes over to Benoit. Benoit going to circle this one over. James coming in with the super sticker. Thank you, James. Appreciate the hearts. Down in the corner, McMahon. He's going to bump into the boards. Here they come. Domi flying in there. Robertson trying to steal it away. Thick taps for all the gifters tonight. Cousins going to bring this one in. Sending it on Stellaris. Going to kick this one to the corner. Tanev back to pick it up. He's going to play this one up. You mean he's the Vancouver Canucks fan? Here they come again. Cousins flipping it in. A very late offside call. So Quinn Hughes came out, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but he came out and said he wants to play with his brothers. So I didn't hear the full conversation, obviously, but that's the big news, is Quinn Hughes has come out and officially said he wants to play with his brothers. So whether that means he gets traded to the Devils or the Hughes brothers find their way to Vancouver, it's going to be interesting to see. He said when he signs his next contract, he wants to play with them. Here's a shot that's getting knocked down. Glenn, how's it going? Welcome in. Back to Sanderson. He shoots. Stellaris going to make this save, and the Leafs going to clear everybody away from Stellaris. So if you're Vancouver Canucks fans, is your time limited with Quinn Hughes? Will he be traded? I don't think so. And it kind of sounded like Vancouver says, you know, it's very possible to make that happen. So is there a chance Luke and Jack find their way coming to Vancouver? So Canucks fans, something to keep an ear out on over the next little while. So just a couple of minutes played here. Not much going on. Stellaris is kind of giving direction here to Lorentz, saying where to stand, which guys to watch for. 3 shots for the Senators at the start of this period. It's only been 2 minutes. Back to the line. Sends again, throwing it in, and that's going to be blocked. 4th line for Toronto, flipping this one up. Down at the blue line, and the Sens going to move it up real quickly. Here they come over the line. That was offside. Sending it back around. Stützle, he's going to pick this one up to the point. Going to come across. Clement going to put this back. Here's a long shot. That one gets blocked. And Lorentz going to bank it off the boards and down. Yarncroc coming in on the forecheck, watching the pass. He's going to switch up with Lawton. Toronto getting some player changes going. Stützle coming in. Stützle with a nice little move with Brady. Back to the line. Tkachuk in front of the net, causing all kinds of havoc. Brady's feet are in the blue ice. Penalty coming up here. Benoit's going to go to the box for tripping. Daryl, how's it going? Welcome in. So Benny's going to go to the box. There it is, 34 subs away. Thank you all so much. So Stützle goes down. Benny is going to get, oh, actually, you know what? Yarncroc is the one who actually tripped him. Yarncroc tripped him, so Yarny should be going, and he is. Good. So they're going to correct it. Yarncroc is going to go to the box. Ottawa with their second power play opportunity of the night. Let's see what they can do. Sens were 0 for 1 tonight, but they had 4 shots, which is amazing. Daryl, thank you so much. Here they come, Senators off the draw. Long shot and glove down through a crowd. How did Stellaris see that? There's Brady Tkachuk, a little shot after the whistle. His specialty. Looking for the family discount. That's right. Listen, they're going to have to trade a lot. They're going to have to give up a lot if they want to make that happen. But the way they've struggled, it might be worthwhile. It might be a good thing. So we'll have to see what else comes out of Vancouver with that news regarding the Hughes brothers. Here are the Sens. Going to play it to the line. It's going to come out. A trip up by Toronto. How did they get away with that one? Marner with a big trip there. He's going to steal the puck. Now Marner and Matthews are both caught. Batherson coming up to Brady. Brady to Batherson. He tips that just wide. Behind the net. Matthews and Marner getting back. Senators sending it around off the side of the net. Comes to the line. Sanderson keeping this one in. And he's going to set it up. Over to Stützle. Stützle to Sanderson. Doesn't shoot. Giving it over. Here's a shot. Side of the net. They put it in front. Can't connect. Brady trying to go back door. Sanderson. He's going to go cross ice. Here's another shot. Stutzla with the save. Loose puck. Senators side of the net. Stolarz with a great save. And this is going to go to the other side. Sens are trying to do a whole lot close in. You can see over here. Look how close those red X's are getting. Cycling it around back to Sanderson. Again, dropping this one back. Cousins is looking, going to send it in front for Brady. Toronto's going to take it away in a little flip pass. Sends this one all the way down the ice. Great job. Great penalty kill here. Leafs finding a way to clear that puck out of the danger zone. Ben's going to slow this one. Slow play it up as Giroux. Greg is on. Going to drop it back to the line. Greg goes right. He's standing in the blue paint at the top. Here's Giroux trying to go cross ice. Benny's going to break it. Big battle in front. And good job by Carlo to move Ridley Gregg along. And Stolarz got a piece. Stolarz is giving shots to the back of Ridley Gregg. Now Gregg is giving a cross check. There's a huge whack by Stolarz to Gregg. He is really going at it. Stolarz was giving it to Gregg big time. A huge Ron Hextall slash. And now they're still going at it. Stolarz and Gregg going at it. And Carlo's coming over. So this is where the referees need to protect the goaltenders. Both Brady and Gregg were standing in the blue ice. In the blue ice, crowding the goaltender, not giving him to space to move up. Now, had they scored, the goal should be called back for goaltender interference, no doubt, because you can't stand in there. But he's just giving him shot after shot after shot. Gregg comes with a shot of his own, a couple of whacks, and as the play comes to the end, and the referee's right there, he's watching it all. And then Stolarz comes up and dips the shoulder into Ridley Gregg and takes him down. Anthony Stolarz, the shoulder on Ridley Gregg. Love it. Stefan, welcome in. Welcome to the party. So Ridley Gregg is going to the box. He's going to get a roughing penalty. I can only assume Stolarz is getting a roughing penalty as well. And he is. So Stolarz gets interference, Ridley Gregg gets roughing. That is awesome. But you know, this goes back to the first period when Stolarz gets run into again and he turns and has a conversation to the official where most likely he's saying, hey, referee, you gotta blow this. You can't let them keep running me. Well, what are they doing? They're getting in his crease in the blue ice, crowding him and bumping them. So he's gonna say, ref, if you're not gonna do your job, I'm going to do it. Wham, wham, hack, slash. It was watching Jason Voorhees going through the blue ice here. He just did a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of Anthony Stolarz right now. So proud of Anthony Stolarz. This is awesome. TJ, no chance. Canada, welcome in. Canada, tomorrow we'll be here doing that. Net, what's going on? Get those elbows up. So proud of Stolarz right now. That is just amazing. They're still having some conversations at the bench here. So what? I don't understand what they're trying to determine right now. But is this going to be where the face-off is going to be? Thank you, everybody, hitting those subscribe buttons. We are 33 subs away from 26K. It's amazing. Thank you all so much. If you haven't subbed up yet, smash that subscribe and don't forget about that thumbs up. So Travis Green and Giroux having a conversation. Berube is giving it to the official. He's not happy about something, which means I can only imagine the face-off is going to be inside. But so proud of Anthony Stolarz, proven he's not going to take it sitting down. And he's a big guy at 6'5". When he steps into you, he's going to knock you around. So it is face-off inside the zone. Ridley Gregg himself is only 6 feet, so Stolarz towers over him. So off the draw was, the face-off was down in the Senator zone. The power play has expired. Here's Ottawa with a shot. That's going to go wide. To the line, Zub going to hold this one in. Putting it down again, and there's Pinto now in behind Stolarz. Ekman Larson gonna kind of move him away, and there's the linesman gonna move Pinto away. And again, whether it's Pinto, whether it's Kachuk, whether it's Brady, Paige, he's listed at 6'5", so I assume it's without skates. So with skates, he's probably like 6'7". He's absolutely huge. All-dressed chips. Oh, man, I love some all-dressed chips. And there's Stolarz again having a conversation with the official. And I can't read lips, but Stolarz just said something and kind of went like this. So I imagine he's saying, if you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it myself. Very tall. Richard, they have some very big goaltenders. Here's Shabbat, another shot, and Stolarz going to hang on to this one. Shabbat throwing that one in. Yeah, Rick, it certainly has slowed down. It certainly has slowed down a bit here. A lot of whistles, a lot of whistles. 14:40 to go here in period number 2. Stolarz has been great. Senators, another draw. Shabbat bringing this to the line. Going to dump this one in. Around behind, going for the wraparound. Stolarz is down, keeping that paddle down. They're just whacking and jamming at it. Ref's letting it go. Toronto going to get this to the line. Trying to jam this one out. It does come out, and it's blown down on the offside. And Stolarz is shaking his head. He's shaking it out. Holy smokes. There it is. Alan, we're going for it. Alan, thank you for your help. Thank you for continuing to push for us. Appreciate you, buddy. So, Anthony Stolarz mixing it up, channeling that Bobby Smith, channeling that Ron Hextall. Love it. Ridley Gregg in the box. That makes me happy, too. It worries me, though, that Stolarz is shaking his head a little bit, shaking those cobwebs out. Leafs going to win this draw. They're going to bring it around. 19 shots now for the Senators, only 8 for the Maple Leafs. That needs to change. Ottawa has had 9 shots in this period. Toronto has only had 2. In fact, the first 6 minutes of this game have primarily been in the Toronto zone. There's a big collision behind the net. Puck is going to come loose. Here comes Robertson. He's going to stop up, dump this one down in the corner. Domi going in it. He's going to take his man Jansen into the boards, getting some help there. Domi working around. Bobby Mack is going to come away with the puck. Mack sending it to the line. Carlo, he's taking the shot. That's going to get blocked and kind of bounce its way down. And the Senators going to pick it up and carry this one into the Leaf zone. Up the middle. Here's Riley watching. Shot's going to go just wide. Picked up by Shabbat. Going to send it around behind the net. Stutzla. He's going to set this one up. Here's a big shot. That's going to go just wide. This is going to be knocked off the boards. This kept in. Tanev. Whoa, look out. Carlo, what are you doing? Brendan Carlo ripped it off the boards, but instead of it going around, it hit the boards and came right back out in front of the net. Brendan, you're on Toronto now. You got to be careful with those. We're going to commercial break. Mr. Ben, what's going on? Welcome in. Did I miss something? I hope everything's okay. Holy, that was crazy. Crazy play. James, thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear that. That's what we're here for. All right, had to take a little drink. Bad bounce, Rick. That could have been a very bad bounce. A dangerous bounce, shall we say. But that was awesome. All right, TJ, gotta sleep. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Oh, my goodness. This was just wild. This was just so wild. When Brendan Carlo shot that into the end boards, I'm like, oh, he's putting some extra oomph on that one. And then it came right back out in front of the net. That could have been a bad play. And unfortunately, in situations like this, it is some of those bad plays. It's some of those bizarre plays that end up leading to a goal. Those sloppy plays, and we just need to settle those down. We don't want to see those bad plays happen. Oh my gosh. But what a game. What a game. This series living up to the hype. We all remember, well, I shouldn't say all of us. I'm sure some of you weren't born the last time the Leafs and the Senators played in the playoffs. But Darcy Tucker and those guys just went absolutely toe-to-toe. It was crazy. Let's see. Let's see if can I pull this up real quick? Let's see if we can find this real quick, just to give you a sense. Can I? I was hoping I could find this real. Oh, maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. All right, so I'll take a look at this. Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, never mind. Uh-oh. What's happening with our feed? Sportsnet, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go. 13:20 to go. Off the draw. Carlo going to go pick this one up. Getting some bad internet signal here coming through. Nyes going to play this one back. Had to be careful. Riley going to turn around. They're going to play this one up to the line. Leafs, long pass. That's intercepted. Good job here by the Senators. Zetterlund going to play it up. Senators bringing it into the Leafs zone. Leafs got to get that pace back. They got to get that pace back. I don't see the energy here in the second period. They're kind of lollygagging it. Riley putting this one around the boards. Carlo, he's going to send it around. Leafs having a tough time getting it out. Matthews sending this across. Nye's going to come up with it. He just chips this one in, and he peels away. Down in the corner, Marner in here. Marner, first one in, picked up by Sanderson. Sanderson going to work this one now. He's going to send this one all the way down. Racing back is Benoit. Benoit going to turn it around. Sasha, that's right. Darcy Tucker, Caberlet. That was a heck of a team. This down in the corner. Shabbat going to glove it. He's going to play this one up. Toronto right now has nothing going on. They're just going back and forth. Here comes Holmberg. Holmberg going to play the cross. Over to Nylander. Nylander stopping. Centering in front for Tavares. He's getting knocked around. Tavares playing it back to Nylander, and it's taken off of his stick. Tanev has to pick it up. Hey, Hills, welcome in. Up to Nylander. Nylander going to play this one back. Leafs, just no energy. They got to pick this one back up. 11:45 to go here in period number 2. This looks like a very different team right now. Here's Toronto going to flip, or Ottawa flipping it in. Stolar is going to stop it. Tanev sending it around to Ekman Larson. He's going to play this one up. Here it comes Yarncroc. He's going to jump it in. The crowd is starting to get loud, trying to will this team to go. Let's get loud ourselves. If you're a Leafs fan, get ready. Let's put the Go Leafs Go in 3, 2, 1. Drop it in this chat. Go Leafs Go. Let's see it flying. Grant, that's right. Shane O'Corson. Here they come. McCabe coming in. Yarny, he's going to cycle this one around. There it is. The Go Leafs Go are coming. We're trying to jump on this. We're trying to cheer. We're trying to will this team to go. Up over the line. Leafs going to back it up. Here's Marner. Marner, he's taking a look. Whoop, he fanned on the pass. He's going to now leave it here for Carlo. Carlo, he's going to send it up the middle. Toronto going to put this one in. Go Leafs Go. Go Leafs Go. They got to pick this one up. Let's go Leafs. You can do it. Cross ice. Here's Carlo. The shot, the tip. Good effort there. Good shot there. Good chance. Carlo racing back. Amadio playing it in front. Here's Pinto. He tries to put it through. Good rush by Toronto. See, we're turning the tides. We're turning the ties. And this coming down. Oh, yes. Florida. Florida's up 1-0. There you go. Sam Bennett from Samoskevich. Awesome sauce. Way to go, Cats. This down over the line. Here comes Nylander. Puck is bouncing on him. Tavares turning this one around. Trying to come back. Here we go. Kevin, what's going on? Here's a shot. Rebound. Your best. Welcome in. Here's Tavares back the other way. Dumping this one in the corner. Trying to come up on it is Holmberg. Holmberg taking it away. Side of the net. Tavares couldn't put it in. There we go. Look at that. We've changed the energy. Here comes Holmberg, stick handling through. Has it knocked down. Tanev trying to keep it in. And Ottawa now has to get this one out and all the way back. That's Matt Sundin. Yeah, Sundin, so good. Back to the line, Tanev to Domi. Domi, he's going to shoot. That one's going to ricochet just wide. Robertson in the corner. Robertson coming around. He has that taken away. And here come the Sens. Robertson almost stole it back. Sens coming in up the middle. Shot. This is going to be kicked to the corner. Robertson going to lift this one up. He's going to get it out. Where is it? It lands at the Sens blue line. Ottawa very quickly sending it up ice. Back into the Toronto zone, onside. Sending it around. Stolarz is pointing where to go. Riley going to take a bump. Coming over to Robertson. Robertson with a backhand. It hits it hits the glove of Clavin, and it rolls out, and that's going to be ruled a hand pass, and we're going to get a stoppage in play here. Unbelievable. Good pace. Toronto, they started to pick it up. They still need more shots. Only 3 shots in this period. They're going to commercial break. They're following Sam on the bench. That's right. Leo, we all thought they were watching their own replays on the iPads. Turns out they have the stream going. Madam Bun, what's going on? Welcome in. Go Leafs, go. The Leafs are clicking. The Leafs are clicking. And that's what we like to see. A Ninja's calling a penalty. He wants to see the penalty. But this is awesome. This is what playoff hockey is all about. Going back and forth. Yes, Ottawa's crowding Stolarz. Stolarz says, not going to happen. And he's dipping the shoulder. He's getting in there. He's mixing it up. Absolutely love, love, love to see what's happening. What is your favorite series so far besides this one? Well, Kevin, they're really just all getting going. I quite enjoyed that Montreal-Washington game yesterday. Great comeback by Montreal. I'm looking forward to that game tomorrow. LA-Edmonton was wild, absolutely wild. So it's a little early to kind of say which I think is my favorite, but I'm curious to see what this Florida-Tampa series is going to look like. Gary Roberts, yes, Gary Roberts. First of all, Gary Roberts, one tough son of a gun. Unbelievable guy, such a gym rat. I mean, he is amazing. And to top it off, he's a super nice guy, does so much for the community. I mean, Gary Roberts was a true, true leader. He was so good. Wasn't Joe Nieuwendyk on that team as well, or am I making that up? I know he was with Toronto. I don't remember if he was in that run or not. But yeah, Gary Roberts, so good. All right. Let's bring it back. Coming back. Happy to see Ottawa fighting back. Reminds me of the Carlson days. Yeah, you know, Carlson, Kathy, what a weird career he had. Going from Ottawa to was it San Jose? He had that 1 year where he had like 1 billion points. And then they shipped him off to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh paid him a ridiculous amount of money. And he's never been as good. We knew he wouldn't be. McGillney, oh yes, John, Alex McGillney. I remember when McGillney was on Buffalo with Pat LaFontaine. The good old days. All right, 8:44 to go. 8:44 to go. Face off at center ice. Leafs are going to win this one back. They're going to play this one ahead. Lawton going to give this one to Carlo. Carlo going to dump this one in the Sens zone. Sens coming in after it. Down around behind, a little slash at it. Ottawa trying to move it around. Greg is going to carry, and here comes, Lawton. That was a weak hit. Lawton was stepping up on Greg, and Lawton and Greg are kind of battling all the way down the ice. Senators put it around behind Carlo. Back to Riley. Riley going the other side. Leafs trying to get this one out. It's stuck right at the blue line. Lawton comes away with it, gives it over to Lorentz. Lorentz hits the red line, takes a bump to throw this one down in the corner. Vegas, the minigame was insanely fast. Yeah, Rick, I didn't really get a chance to watch that one. But I can see that. Here's Ekman Larson, bouncing it off the board to Matthews. Cross ice. Here comes Marner. Marner trying to settle the puck down, getting it to Benoit, who is leading in. Puck comes around for Matthews. He picks it up. Back to the line for Ekman Larson. He's going to send this down around for Nyes. Nyes had to come away from the front of the net. Matthews coming in here as well. Senators getting it over to Jansen. Trying the other side. Can they hold it in? Yes, they do. Marner digging for it. It's going to come through the middle of the ice and out. Here comes Shabbat. Shabbat. He's coming up. Gives it to Ridley Gregg. Gregg. He's going to pull up. Benoit up on him in the corner. Ekman Larson watching the front of the net. Puck going to come to the point. Shabbat again. He's looking. Going to pass this one over. Long shot's going to hit a leg. Here they are in the corner. Offensive zone possession. Senators are over 7:15. Leafs are under 6 minutes. Here they come for the wraparound, and it goes right through. Right through the crease as the Senators. That was as close as they've been all night. Tavares going to put this one down in the corner. Holy smokes. 6:50 to go. 6:50 to go. Long pass, back down. Stolarz is going to set this one up with Dominic Hasek. The fish out of water goaltending style. Zub is back to pick this one up. Taking a look, Robert Thomas Sundin. Robert Thomas is a phenomenal hockey player. Senators backing this one up as the Brady sucks chance starting to ream through the rafters again. Down in the corner, Tanev back to it. Anderson was amazing for Sens for 10 years. Yeah, he was. He had his moments for sure. It's only the second period. Trying to pull this one out. Yemi with Stumpy. Steve Thomas, wasn't he their overtime goal leader for a long time? Ottawa curling this one back, setting up in the neutral zone. Game has now really slowed from the feverish pace we saw early on. Laurent's going to play this one back. Toronto is really slowed down. Only 3 shots now in this period, 11. Here's Robertson. Robertson fighting his way down. Gets a stick up in Claven's face. He's going to go to the box. Senators are going to get themselves on a power play. Giroux to Stützle coming in. Great play by Ekman Larsson to knock that puck away. Back to the line, Clevin. He's going to look to work this one through. Walk in the line. Here's a long shot. That's going to hit the side. Finally, it's touched up, and Nick Robertson is going to go to the box. As he was battling with Clavin down low, he went to lift his stick to move it around, and he catches Clavin right in the face. And so you got to keep your stick down. But it's funny, and they're going to commercial break. So again, 2 high sticking calls against Toronto, but yet Ekman Larsson, who took a stick in the face, there was no call made. My brother played with Stumpy and no way. That's amazing. Adam Oates. First of all, was there ever a better passer in the game than Adam Oates? He was so good. Who do you like on the Maple Leafs? Ninja. So for me, I'm a huge Matthew Knies guy. Huge Matthew Knies. He has impressed me so much year over year, and what he's done this season, he's been incredible. He has become my fan favorite very, very quickly. And I know a lot of people say, well, he's been playing with Matthews and Marner or Matthews and Nylander, whoever it was. I don't care. Knies has been this power forward that Toronto has always needed. He stands in front of the net. Their power play started doing better when Matthew Knies came in and started standing in front of the net. I mean, he was absolutely spectacular. You know, this year in the regular season, he finishes with 29 goals. Didn't hit the 30-goal marker, but 29 goals, which is great. You know, it's almost 60 points. Had a really, really nice year. So Matthew Knies definitely number 1 in my books as a fan favorite. But there's a lot of good talent to choose from. You know, I thought Nick Robertson was going to be a solid player this year. Obviously, didn't do what we thought he would do. But again, you know, Nick Robertson had some timely goals. And as much as he was frustrating to watch, he still had 15 goals this year. I had Robertson pegged for 20, but 15 for what he played, I'll take it. And the lead singer of Metallica in the house tonight. The lead singer of Metallica sitting in the box tonight. He's taking on this battle, and this battle is about to pick it up and get going. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you haven't, and hit that subscribe button below. 29 subs away from 26K. Let's see, can we get there tonight? Mr. Ben coming in as a rookie member. Mr. Ben, thank you so much. Welcome back. Welcome back. James Hetfield in the house tonight. Mr. Ben, I will have to get you set up. This coming up all the way down the ice. Good job, Maple Leafs. Senators on the power play. Here comes Ottawa. Sanderson, who's been quarterbacking pretty much every power play. Going to bring this one up. Sends into the zone over to Tkachuk. He's bringing it right up to the faceoff dot. Shot is going to get blocked and knocked down. I didn't see Lars, but if one is there, you know the others are probably not far behind. Unless he's not allowed out of the States. Just kidding. Down around Marner watching Stützle. Stützle taking a look, going to feed this back to the line. Sanderson bringing it up, going to pass this one over, getting it back. He's going to take the shot. That's blocked and going to go up and at a play. 1:09 to go on the power play. 4:26 to go in the period.
Enjoy casino games at your
Stellars.
fingertips with classics
I think it's a
like
mistake
MGM
for
Grand
Stellars.
Million,
Hang on, I gotta
Blackjack,
scroll back.
Baccarat, and
To engage with the
roulette.
Sens attempts to put him off his
Download the
game.
BetMGM app.
LP, I agree, and he hasn't done it since, but that was really, really nice to do. Krista, I haven't made any specific playoff merch for this year, just our regular merch, but I can certainly take our playoff logo and put something together if you're interested. Off the draw, back to the line, putting this one across, shot right on, back door, it's rolling towards the net, it's in, the Senators score. So this one is going to be a backdoor goal. The Senators find the way, and it's going to be Brady T silencing the crowd. Silencing the crowd. This was one that happened pretty quick. Off the draw. Stellars was looking for it. Tkachuk got it, and he went between his legs, and it actually hits Brandon Carlo and goes in. So Carlo tries to block it. It hits the inside of his skate and rolls just inside the post. And Stellars reached across in the splits trying to stop it, but Brendan Carlo redirects this into his own net. Oh, that one stings. That one stings for sure. That's what happens when you take your foot off the gas, you take a sloppy penalty, and now you put yourself in a position where it's only a 1-goal lead. Nothing else matters. Oh, Jason Robertson. Poor Jason Robertson. Hopefully he'll make it back. I think he's still week to week. Sens did work hard for that one. Here comes Nylander feeding it up. Oh, there's a high stick to Tavares again. No call on that one. Here come the Sens, going to bring this one forward. Still only 3 shots for the Leafs. 12 shots here for the Sens, and Ridley Gregg is going to put this one wide, way wide. Leaf Green, how's it go? Maybe that will wake them up. Hopefully it does. Cycling this around, Tavares to the line. Nylander, he's trying to pick it up. Tavares trying to get it out. They can't. Everybody's swinging and missing. Finally, Gregg is going to put this one back in the corner. Riley going to pick it up. 3:30 to go. Jensen going to hold this one in. Sens are still coming. Toronto now going to chip this one out. It's going to roll down the middle of the ice. Allmark going to set it up here for Jensen. Jensen looking up ice. He's going to work this one through. Back in the corner, Shabbat. Shabbat going to turn and come. And that's going to be an icing call. 49 shot attempts for Ottawa. 22 shot attempts. And that's right, Brendan. Another high stick goes undetected. So Toronto has taken 2 high sticking calls. Toronto has taken, what is that, 3 sticks to the face now, and no high sticking calls are made. Do not like that. Do not like that at all. Jonathan has found the officials again in the crowd, eating the ice cream, eating the soft serve. All right, face off in the Senators zone. Toronto's going to win this one back. Over to Tanev. Tanev putting this one down for Matthews. In front deflection. Comes back to McCabe with a shot. That's going to go high and wide. Tanev going to keep this one in. Over for Marner. Marner going to take a bump. Trying to get it over to Nyes. Nyes gets tied up. This coming over to McCabe. McCabe sending it right back down low for Matthews. Matthews cycling to Nyes. Nyes going behind his back. Nyes, nice move. Sending it back to McCabe. He lost the puck. Tried to get it to Marner, and that was almost a breakaway for the Senators. Nyes going to bump his man, but doesn't knock him off the puck. Going to deke around McCabe. Matthews coming back and going to take down his man, and he's sitting on the puck. Matthews going to dig it out, and it's rolling on him. He has to kick this one over. McCabe going to flip this one up and all the way down the ice. Holy smokes. Turning it around. Here's Tkachuk sending it up in over the line. Stützle, he's going to get knocked down. Chip back to the line. Here's a blast to Lars with a big save. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. But the Senators continue to press. Toronto struggling right now. There's a broken stick in the middle of the ice. Domi trying to cut off Zub. Here's Nylander going to pick it up. Nylander fighting it. Domi can't get it. Back to the line. Here's a shot. That's going to bounce in front of the net. Tanev going in after it. He's going to play this to the line. It's going to come out. Ottawa going to run it all the way back. 1:40 to go. 1:40 to go. Toronto steals. Here's Domi. Domi curling around, looking, gonna center it. No one is there. Picked up here by Bobby Mack. He's gonna get pressed into the boards. This picked up. Coach, what's going on? Welcome in. Back to the line. Here's a shot. Allmark is looking behind him. That one celebrates wide. 34 months, Coach. Hope you're doing well. Golf ball ends in 2 weeks. Coach, how's it going? Are you guys doing well this year? Or I should say, are the gals doing well this year? Back at the side, Lorentz. Gonna feed it back. He's gonna play it up the middle. Here's Yarncroc to Lawton. Last minute of play. Last minute play. No, it's not going well. Down around, Toronto gonna keep this one in. Trying to get something going here. With 47 seconds to go. This has been a horrendous period for Toronto. Trying to dig this one free. Gonna come in the skates. Down around at the side. Here come the Senators. Senators on the move. Long pass is going to get deflected down in the corner. Stellars is going to play this one all the way down for Marner. Marner got a piece, and Allmark now, he's going to come out, and the goaltenders are playing catch back and forth. Here comes Ottawa. Greg with 16 seconds to go. Behind the net, Tanev going to put him in the boards. Side of the net, Matthews coming back. This one getting chipped over. 10 seconds to go. Here's Nyes. Matthews there. This is going to come to the side. And there goes the horn. Thank goodness this second period comes to an end. Oh my goodness. This was a bad period. A bad period. Brady Tkachuk. He gets the Senators on the board on the power play. And it was a ricochet off of Brendan Carlo. Yikes. All right, so we're going to take a look. 23 shots for Ottawa, 10 for Toronto. That period was 13-3. 13-3 in terms of shots. 32 hits for the Senators, 17 now for Toronto. 20-15 are the faceoffs. Toronto leading there. Leafs are still 1 for 1 on the power play. Ottawa is 1 for 3. So when is Toronto going to get some more calls? Well, I'll tell you why they're not getting calls. This is because after the game the other night, Coach Green came out and said, well, Toronto started buying some of the calls, or Toronto was, what did they say, sold a lot of those calls. Well, even though he was not correct, Ottawa was just bad. It gets it in the officials' heads. And we see this all the time in the playoffs. Coaches are always coming out making comments, and it does change the way the officials call the games. So good on Green. Green got in the referees' heads, and obviously you can see the way that some of those calls were going. Taking a look at the giveaways, 5-5 giveaways are equal now. I don't buy those numbers for a minute. There were a lot more giveaways than those 5-5. Have to go to bed. All right, Stefan, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Otto on the dressing room, talking to the refs, play on their side. It's just not good. Now, listen, Toronto isn't doing themselves any favor. Not a good period at all for the Maple Leafs. They struggled a lot. They're doing exactly what we said they cannot do. Sitting back on their heels, just playing overly defensive, right? Chipping it out, dumping it in, not really chasing it down. It was just not good plays at all. Take a look at the block shots, though. 20 block shots. 20 block shots. They were at, what, 6 before, or 4 before that period? So they're blocking a ton. So Ottawa's 23. They could easily have a ton more. All right, what I want to do is Jake Guentzel scores for Tampa Bay. That one is all tied up. We got a few minutes left in the first period there. Let's go for some bonus coverage. Flip over to the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Get a little bonus coverage and see what's happening in this game. So let me open this one up. There's an icing call.
Lightning.
All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to switch it up. Since we're switching gears, we're going to do some Panthers. Well, they're going to go to a little break. We're going to put the cap on. We're going to put the Panther cap on. Let's see what Florida can do. 4:39 to go in the first period. It's tied 1-1, Florida and Tampa Bay. Florida in Tampa Bay.
Arena, Tampa, Florida, game 1 of this first
Always been a ref problem. The Leafs, I remember oh, James, right. We don't talk about that one, James. We talk about it every game. I'm still bitter. Still bitter. So Bennett coming in to take this draw for Florida. Damaskevich can't get it. Lightning come away with it. And here comes Tampa Bay. Prebix going to send this one all the way down the ice. Paul sending it in front. That's going to go through the crease. Another shot. Bobrovsky trying to get that one down. Long pass. Here comes Florida. Florida, Tkachuk, Matthew over the line. He's going to pass this across. It was behind Bennett in Tampa Bay going to pick this one up. Real fast pace for the 2 seconds we've had this one on. Got the same cap. There you go. The Sabres. Love these caps. Fanatics did a nice job with them. Pass all the way down the ice on Bobrovsky. He's going to stop and hang on to it. So 4 minutes left to go in the first period here in Florida. 1-1 is the score.
Scott Cherry was the linesman that was hit earlier in the game.
Now that was the Sen hockey I'm used to. Yenevi. Sens played a much better period. A much better period there. They were really driving the play. So I give them a lot of credit. A lot of credit for a great period. Off the draw. Florida going to win this draw. They're going to bring it up down the ice. Tampa Bay going to turn it right around. Here comes Tampa. Kucherov has it taken away. All the way down the ice. It's a race for Hagee going in there after it. He's going to run his man Chernik into the end boards. Chernik is a little slow to get up. Cooch going to put this across. Here comes Point. Point into the Florida zone. Down around behind. Trying to pick this one up. Cooch is coming over to bump Barkov. Back to the line. Here's a blast. Hedman stepping into one. Florida going to peel this one away. And here comes Barkov. Barkov going to dump it in for Hagee, going to pull off. He's going to head to the bench. How would you feel with the Leafs and Canadiens? I would love it. A ninja. I would absolutely love it. I think that would be phenomenal. And I'm hoping that's the case. Here's a shot by Barkov, and that one's fluttered, and Vasilevsky has to knock it down. Back to the line, cycling it around. Panthers, long shot. This is going to go wide. Here's Mikola sending it around behind the net. Panthers on the far side. Cycling around is Brad Marchand. Still weird to see him in a Panther jersey. He curls towards the slot, loses it, and the Lightning going to send this one out and down the ice. Mikola has to race back for it. He's going to put it around behind. Kulikov going to try and chip this one up. And the Cats get it out. Lightning bringing it right back in. Carolyn, how's it going? Welcome in. Down around, here comes Evan Rodriguez. Going to pass this puck in, and they're going to dump it down. Surfing Owl, you are very welcome. Very, very welcome. We'll be back to Toronto and Ottawa in about 10 minutes. They're at second period intermission in a banging game. Down in the corner, Boquist playing this one around. Trying to keep this one in. Schmidt, good job. Walking into the corner, quick shot on Vasilevsky. He's going to make the save and play to the corner. Steering into the corner for Paul. Paul sending it around. Leafs aren't supposed to start playing this way until the second round. Right, Chris? Going to chip this one up. Leafs do have a 1-goal lead going into period number 3, but they got to find their game and find it real fast. Going to be Toronto-Winnipeg this year. Hey, TJ, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. No problem. Freshly Grazed, what's going on? Great game. That second period looked, yeah. Freshly, it was not a good second period at all. They really struggled. They just didn't have the same energy they did in the first period. It's super important. They have to get that going. Off the draw, 1:39 to go here in the first period. Florida, Tampa Bay. Panthers bringing it into the Tampa Bay zone. Pass behind the net. Bennett trying to pick it up. Going to come in front of the net. Here's a long pass to Gensel. Gensel, who's the goal scorer for Tampa Bay. Getting it over to Hagel. Hagel putting it in the middle. Puck is sitting there. Gensel going to pick it up. Tampa Bay coming in. Cirelli bobbles it. Getting it to the line. Cross-ice pass. Tampa shooting. Cirelli in a nice stop. I think that one went wide. Guy, how's it going? Welcome in. They sat back like always. Yeah, and they can't do that. Forsling is battling in the corner. Panthers going to get this one up and down the ice. Hedman going to turn and put this one right back into the Panthers zone. That's going to be an icing call. Oh, we got some action. Big brawl starting in front of the Florida bench. Radish is in there. Samoskevich is in there. Mikola is in there. Matthew Tkachuk is in there. Hagel and Hedman, Sorelli all in there. And Bennett is in there.
They're going at it really good. And Matthew Tkachuk and Brandon Hagel.
That's right, Tkachuk and Hagel, they dropped the gloves at the Four Nations. Monty, how's it going? Welcome in. So, lots of gloved punches thrown in front of the benches here. Both teams trying to knock each other off their game. But that scrap, Matthew Tkachuk and Brendan Hagel. Hagel, I thought, actually won that fight against Matthew Tkachuk in the Four Nations. It was one heck of a fight. And here they're reuniting and reacquainting with each other. I don't think any penalties are coming from that, but we got 55 seconds to go. 55 seconds to go. Barkov. Gonna take this one.
Did a good job.
Nope, linesman doesn't drop it. Gonna do it again. Off the draw, Barkov gonna win this one, playing it back to the line. Mikola just sending it down low. Too far for Verhaeghe. This coming back to the point, another shot, they score! Florida Panthers, and under a minute to go, and they're gonna tip this one past Vasilevsky, and it's gonna be Sam Reinhart, number 13. Sam Reinhart going to give the Panthers the lead 2-1. Sam Reinhart is a great goal scorer, and he just puts another one in there. The shot came through, and Sam Reinhart just gets the blade to tip it over the glove of Vasilevsky. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal there by Sam Reinhart. Oh my goodness. That was phenomenal. I'm glad we tuned in to pick up the end of this period. Love to see my Panthers score some goals. They're going to shoot this one all the way down. That's going to be in the corner. Panthers hunting back in here. Sabre South comes through again. How about an 18-wheeler full of strawberry jam? Oh my goodness. Down in the corner. Panthers on the attack again. Now Tampa Bay getting it out. They're going to pull this one back. Lightning into the zone, 20 seconds to go. Funny hop off the stanchions. Mikola can't come up with it. Tampa trying to center it. This one goes wide. Back down here, the crowd is very quiet. 8 seconds to go. Tampa battling in here. Would love to try and get one back. Florida not letting them. Mikola gets spun around. They get it to the faceoff dot, and they can't go from there. And after the whistle, and here we go, Mikola in front of the net. He's throwing them. Yanni Gourde is mixing it up. Him and Mikola were going at it. Yanni Gourde, his head comes up to like the chest of Mikola. But that period is going to come to an end. We'll get set for period number 3 here, Toronto and Ottawa. Good job by the Florida Panthers. That's going to be an exciting series. That is going to be a very exciting series. So thank you for sticking with us while we hopped over to that game temporarily. And then we'll bring it back here. All right. So going into period number 3, what do the Leafs have to do? When Peter Forsberg scored against Canada in '94 Olympics, final goal later run became Corey Hirsch was not impressed. No, not at all. All right, so what does Toronto have to do? They need to move their feet. They were too slow in that second period. They were trying to sit back. You cannot sit back. What's going to happen if they sit back? Ottawa is going to tie this one up. They'll have all the momentum, and Toronto's going to be in big trouble. So they have to keep on pressing. They got to keep on pressing, and that's going to make a huge difference. They got to shoot the puck. 3 shots in a period is not acceptable. Not acceptable in the playoffs. TJ wants some strawberry jam, wants that jam. The Leafs need to settle and let the coffee settle in. They need to do something, Phil. They really need to do something because that was not a good period at all. So, graphics, 3 shots is a good at the bar. That's about the only place. That's about the only place. I mean, that was just really, really bad. And that's if they play like that in the third, they're going to find themselves behind in this game very quickly. So keep pressing, move your feet, and pucks to the net. Pucks to the net. That's what they did in the first game, what they did in the first period, pucks to the net, and good things happen. So they can absolutely come and play it. It's not that Ottawa played so much better in this second period. I think the Leafs really played poorly. And because they were playing poorly and sitting back and playing defensively, they let Ottawa get those opportunities and run over them. Joel, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. We just like to have fun with it. And yeah, and Patoli, call those high sticks. Call those high sticks. If you're going to call them on one team, you got to call them on the other. And again, I think the refs have done an okay job tonight. They've let a lot of things go on both sides. So I can't really complain because Toronto's done some things they didn't get called for either. But there comes a point where you got to start making some calls. Things got really chippy there for a minute. Stolarz getting into it, mixing it up. He seemed to settle back down. Again, that goal, he had no chance. He almost stopped it, but no chance. I mean, that was just a dumb luck play. And if you were watching with us the other day, I said, to win the Stanley Cup, to go on, you got to have three things to make it work. You need to have good luck. You need to have good health. And I forget what the third thing was. Good luck, good health, and play hard. I don't know. I really don't remember what the third thing was. Oh, the mental game. That's right. A good mental game. You got to see, my mental game is clearly off tonight. You have to stay mentally strong. You have to have good health, and you have to have luck. And right now in this period, Ottawa had the luck. That was a lucky bounce. Tkachuk put it between his legs. The intent was to go across to a pass, and it ends up hitting Carlo and trickles in. So getting that little luck, you need that to happen. Paul, plus you need to give 110%. Yeah, Paul, you got to give 110%. You need all four lines rolling, and insert your hockey cliche here. But you really do. You need it going. And it's tough. Listen, Riley came in. He had a lucky bounce as well, right? His stick was there, but the pass that came across got him in the skates, and it redirected in. That's okay, right? So everyone needs a little bit of luck. And sometimes 111. Sometimes 111%. That's funny. But they got to come out and they got to play like they did in the first period. That second period was bad. And they don't get a big break, right? It's not like they get 2 days off after this. They're right back at it on Thursday. So right back at it on Thursday. Wednesday, they'll get themselves ready. They'll make their way to Ottawa, I'm sure, and get set there. Who's the coach? Berube. Craig Berube is the coach. Berube, who won the Stanley Cup with St. Louis several years back. And he's a good coach. The way he's turned this team around has been very impactful. And I'm sure the conversation they're having right now is just that. They're sitting there, they're saying 3 bleeping shots. I'm sure there's a lot of cursing going on because it seems to be every time you watch one of those hockey mic'd up shows of in the locker rooms and whatnot, there's a lot of cursing going on. But I'm sure they're sitting there going 3 shots. You want to win a hockey game? You're not winning a hockey game with 3 shots. You had a 2-goal lead. You didn't shoot the puck, and they were able to put one in. Allmark is a solid goaltender. Yes, he has struggled. Yes, he struggled in game 1. He didn't look good in the first period. We made him look like a rock star in period number 2 because he didn't have to do anything. We need a couple from Matthews in the third. We just need everybody to step up. Now, if that's their strategy, right? If that's their strategy and they legitimately said, we're going to dump it in and play kind of 1-man forward, 2 men in the middle, 2 men back. So really they're playing 1 forward, 4 back. If that's their strategy, I don't like it. We've seen the problems they run into. All right. Now it's time we find out, do they take our advice or not? Not like we're really giving them advice, but do they do what we think they're going to do? Or is it going to be more of the same? Let's get set for period number 3. 2 goals on 10 shots. That is correct. Yeah, Jonathan, I didn't pull them out in time before the stream started. So we'll open up some more cards tomorrow night. Going to Metallica on Thursday, so I can't. Oh, Scott, no worries. No worries. Metallica, enjoy. Should be a good one. All right, folks. Let's play some hockey. What is this going to be? By the way, we are 28 subscribers away from 26K. Do us a favor. Share us out for the third period. Drop us on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Discord. Tell your hockey circles. Come check this guy out. Third period action. We're having a lot of fun. There we go. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. And if you're here and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe. Off the draw. This coming all the way down in the Ottawa zone. They're going to set this one up, play it around the board. Senators back out to the middle of the ice. McCabe has this. McCabe, I know, coach. It is madness. Nylander going to back it up to Tanev. Tanev to McCabe. McCabe. He's going to play it up the boards. Holmberg going to tip this one in. Ottawa racing back to get it. Going to play this over on the near side. Here's Montepallo. He's going to play this one up. Stolen here. Nice job by McCabe. Going to play this one back to Benoit. Right, coach. It's wow. Here's Benoit. Benoit going to drop this one back. Ottawa stealing. Senators coming in. Nice little play here by McCabe. Great defensive play. Matthews going to play it up to Marner. Marner to Nyes. Nyes comes in. He gets stood up. Patoli, thank you so much. This coming around. Cycling in front for Nyes. He didn't see it. Carlos or Ekman Larson stepping into one. And that's deflecting up in at a play. Holy smokes. All of a sudden the Leafs get a chance there. And they absolutely were gripping and ripping it. Paul, I'm watching on Sportsnet. Sportsnet Ontario for me. Afzal, how's it going? Unbelievable. Senators came in with a chance. McCabe takes it away, and all of a sudden the Leafs turned and very quickly had a chance. McCabe had 4 blocks in game 1, which is absolutely wild. Tonight's game, Matthews has 3 blocks. Marner, Robertson each have 2 blocks. Carlo has 4 blocks tonight. This around behind. Bobby Mack trying to get up behind the net. McMahon has it, going to come away with it. He's going to cycle it to the line. Here's a shot, and that's going to be steered up and at a play. So again, Toronto starting to pull the trigger, pull the ripcord, sending pucks to the net. That's exactly what we needed to see them do. Let's go. That's right, Alexander. Fire at the net. So they're going to switch it up. Who's going to come in here? Offensive zone face-off. Third line is coming off. Berube switching it up, getting a different matchup. Matthews line coming on. Matthews is set with against Pinto. Matthews going to kick it back. Marner has it. Nyes going to take the shot. That goes just wide. Back around to Matthews. Matthews with the wraparound. It's there in the front in the crease. Oh, and there's a high stick. Marner gets clipped and he goes down. Arm goes up. Here's a shot. That's going to go out of play. The referee's going to call this one, even though, to be honest with you, I think this was a follow-through. This one shouldn't be a penalty. Marner was going. The follow-through came in. Brady is yelling at it. Marner got whacked real good. So this is a follow-through. So we'll see if they overturn this. The linesmen are coming in and having a conversation here with the officials. So if you hit somebody with a high stick after you're shooting, after you're clearing it, Marner's got a bloody nose. So this is either a follow-through, no penalty, or it's going to be a double minor against Ottawa. So they're having the conversation. Marner was definitely in, and Shabbat was swinging at the puck, but he swings and misses.
It's right there for the taking. Oh, the
so
skate of
he doesn't.
In the way of the stick. So the notion
let's
was that
see what they're
going
to call. Kachuk is still screaming.
Pass, but he never got a piece of the puck.
He's still screaming. Kachuk. So referees are coming over, checking on Marner. Marner still has a bloody nose. So Brady is still arguing about this one. Now, he did swing at it, but he missed the puck. He didn't get the puck. He didn't shoot the puck. So, can it be a follow-through if you don't actually move the puck?
The play is there so that when you're... So they call the double.
So they're calling the double minor, so now they can review the video, and I like this play. Thank you so much, CDNC, for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in.
He ends up getting in the way, so he never really gets a hold
So
of it.
the shot never happens, the clearance never happens.
Can you consider that?
So is it a follow through if you don't clear the puck?
And Marner flying by to try to pounce on that
So
rebound.
if it's a follow through from a shot,
Was a follow through, but no contact on the puck.
so they are calling it a follow through. So they are going to say a follow through. So no penalty here. So Berube's calling the referee over. Now he wants to have a conversation. So Marner took this one real good in the face. That he's got a bloody nose. So Matthews is getting an explanation from the official. Marner is still bleeding. So it's kind of a gray area, right? I'd like to look up the rule because it is a follow through, but if you don't actually hit the puck, if you don't shoot the puck, can it still be called a follow through? Obviously, that's what they're doing here. Wow. 26 subscribers away. I'm sure there's 26 of you or 30 of you that haven't subscribed. Now would be a great time. Hit that subscribe button. Let's see if we can hit 26K by the end of the game here tonight. Thank you so much for everything. Face-off is going to be in the Senators zone. Kathy, it seems like it. Lobster Boy, what's going on? Right off the draw, Marner pulling the trigger, and that one's going to go just wide. Off the draw, a great quick shot. All the way down, Tanev back to pick it up. We're just about 2 minutes gone in this first period, and already the Leafs have more energy than they did the whole second period. Sens going to pick it up. They're bringing this one in. This going down around, side of the net, put in the corner. Nye's going to chase this one back to the line. Senators going to put it around. Chuck, what's going on? Welcome in. Down around, trying to work this one through. Digging. Still digging. Matthews trying to pull this one. Comes to Nyes. Nyes getting tied up by his man. Thank you so much. Hitting that subscribe. Long pass. Here's a breakaway. Tavares coming in. Oh, he gets grabbed from behind. Sanderson with a heck of a defensive play. Tavares was trying to open up Ullmark, but he didn't bite and just ran out of real estate. Here comes Batherson. They're going to turn it over. This is going to be pitched in. Tavares, he's got nothing left in the tank. He's going to race in after it. Toronto pressing here. Still digging in the corner. Nylander can't get it. Senators going to play this one up. Batherson going cross ice. Ottawa on the far side into the Leafs zone. Here's a long shot. Hits a piece of Stolarz and goes around the other side. Brady back to the line. Back up to Brady. Brady going to get put into the boards. Ekman Larson is looking for it. It's in the corner. Now they come back around the net. Still in the corner. Cycling through Ottawa. Looking. Stützle back to the line. Here's Jensen with a shot. That one gets blocked. Toronto going to settle it down. Pass to Ekman Larson. Too far out of his reach. And that is going to be an icing call against Toronto. So all that work, and it's coming back. And Marner has blood over the A, over the Leaf. He's got blood all over his jersey. Mike, thank you so much. Appreciate it. So a tough play here, but a great job for Tavares to spring him for the breakaway. But Sanderson just got in there, just enough to take him away. Great job by Sanderson. 2-1 is the score. 16:36 to go. We need Toronto. That's Sean. I agree with you. I'm with you there. Ottawa putting this one across. Here's a blast. That one's going to be a broken stick. It's going to go in the corner. Benoit trying to force his man into the boards. These guys are battling really hard. Zetterlund, he can't come away with it. And it's a race. Here comes Toronto with speed. Holmberg is going to get there first. Holmberg with the puck. Fights off two Senators. Turn, throws it towards the net. Ullmark is just going to cover up. And we're going to get a face-off back in the Sens zone. You know, one thing Toronto is not doing enough of is bothering Ullmark. Ken coming in with that subscribe. Welcome in, Ken. Ottawa's been bothering Stolarz all night. Toronto needs to get more in Ullmark's face. Thank you guys so much. 21 subs away. This is going to be close. 21 subscribers away. All right, let's go.
Now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
you got a
Matthew
one-goal
Nyes
game.
is the
So
best
he's
moving
gonna
forward.
manage his
Bam
bench.
Bam, he is
Obviously, doesn't
great.
get the
He is
last
great.
change, and that
Yeah, John Marner
belongs
took
to
a high
Berube.
stick in the face.
So whenever you
He's
get
all
that
right, though. He's
offensive
just,
zone
you know, a
opportunity,
little
you
bloody
have to, I
nose.
think, look for
But he's
that
all
set
right.
up a little bit more.
Okay, here comes the third line for Toronto. Domi in against Dylan Cousins.
16:39 for Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Linesman is saying, put your stick down. There it is. And Ottawa going to win this one back. Bobby McMahon races in the corner, though. He gets first. He gets hauled down. No call. Bobby McMahon gets hauled off his feet in the corner. Ottawa comes away with the puck. No call. Unbelievable. This playing it around. Toronto on the move. Here comes Domi. Domi racing for it. Can't get there. Bobby McMahon trying to bring this one through. Zub is tying up McMahon. Domi in there as well. Now this is going to come back. Sanderson with it again. Putting it across to Cousins. Cousins, he's going to carry this one up the middle. Little dump in. Thank you so much. Keep that sub train rolling. 19 away. In the corner, McCabe with a hit. Riley pressing up his man. Trying to move this one. Bobby McMahon, he's helping out. Lawton going to pick it up. Lawton bringing it out. Lawton to the red line, going to dump it in. The Go Leafs Go chant is going. Let's get our virtual wave going. All you got to do is find those wave emojis. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, put those wave emojis in. Let's get our virtual wave going around this stadium. Let's get the universe going our way. McCabe is going back to pick this one up. Giroux almost took him down. Back to the side for Nyes. Nyes gives it to Stützle. Stützle to Giroux. Here comes Giroux into the zone. Going to leave this one here. Ottawa buzzing around the net. Ottawa still with it. Back to the line. Back to Stützle. Stützle shooting. That one is blocked. Going into the corner. Come on, Toronto. There it is. The hands are coming. The hands are up. The hands are up. And this is going to be chipped down. Shabbat is going to pack it up. He's going to play this one across. Senators, long pass, trying to spring Brady. Nice move there by Ekman-Larsson. Leafs were very close to too many men on the ice. Benoit going to dump this one in. Allmark was out to play it. Shabbat is going to get it. And here comes Nylander. He's going to steal it. His pass hits the skate. Tavares trying to get it to Nylander. That hits the skate. Toronto can't get the bounces right now. Nylander behind the net. Willie, he's going to feed it. Oh, tried to go across to Tavares. Allmark got a stick on it, and it's going to roll into his pads, and he's going to squeeze those pads real tight. So good job. Toronto's got 4 shots already in this period, which is more than they had all of last period. This says the Senators have not had a shot on net. I'm sure that's going to change. They're going to commercial break. Andrew, welcome in. Panthers up 2-1. After that forecheck, they're looking stronger. AU Triton, what's going on? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see ya. Raphael, welcome in. Jacob, that's right. Go Leafs, go. Leafs are crushing it. Leafs definitely up the amplitude. They've turned up the energy. They're looking much, much better so far. They got to keep pressing, though. You got to keep pressing. One more insurance goal would be sweet. Now, if you missed it, it was Morgan Riley who opened the scoring, John Tavares on the power play who put them ahead by 2, and then Brady Tkachuk, his pass was actually knocked in by Brandon Carlo. So that's how we got to a 2-1 score. Toronto had a very poor second period, but they're looking much better now. Leafs D was on vacation. Yeah, Sam, they were. They certainly were, but they are looking much, much better right now, which is really good to see. So they're playing solid. They've got it. They got to keep locked in. That's right, Carolyn. Just keep on pressing. Keep on pressing. They only have 18 hits, but that's okay. They're taking the hits and they're keeping going. They have 22 block shots, which is huge. They're 56% in the faceoff circle. We'll take that. And their giveaways are low, only 6 giveaways. So they're blocking shots. They're, moving the puck. They're winning it in the faceoff circle, doing exactly what they need to do. Now they just have to get one in and get it past Allmark. And a little help from the officials would be nice. Maple Leafs have got no calls tonight. No calls. There was one earlier, and they have not had a single call. Refs letting everything go. So we're going to see, is that going to change? They're coming back from commercial break. Let's get set. We have a real exciting 14 minutes to go. 14 minutes to go. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. We're now 15 subs away. 15 subs in 14 minutes. Can we do it? Nylander needs to set up. Yeah, they will. Listen, they'll get it going. This is down in the corner in the Ottawa zone. Tavares. No, it's Holmberg. Holmberg. Now it's Tavares. Tavares. Back to the line to Riley. Riley to Holmberg. Holmberg. He's going to turn, sending it towards the net. Allmark with a nice save. Kicked it out into the slot, and it's going to be Pinto who clears. Senators have it in the neutral zone. They turn it over. Tavares tried to feed it through to Nylander. They can't. Holmberg is going to play it back to Carlo. Leafs are going to change it up. Carlo going to move this one up. Here's Matthews. Matthews to Marner. He's going to flip this one in the corner. Marner going in after it. Marner's been a warrior here tonight. Here we go. Sam, can you get the new hockey cards? John, I did. I bought a box of them. I got a lot. This coming across. Here's Jensen. Jensen taking a look. Back to the line. Here's a shot. That one's blocked. Shabbat teeing off on it. Matthews got a piece of it. Down around in the corner. Now bring it out in the slot. Quick shot. That's going to go wide. Leafs need to keep on battling. Matthews going to take it away. Here comes Austin Matthews. Matthews bringing it in. Little drop for Marner. Marner shooting. Allmark save. Matthews taken down in front of the net. Again, no call. And the Senators going to chip this one out. Great pressure here by Toronto. Back up to Benoit. To Nyes. Nyes bringing it in. Going to throw it in the corner. Lawton going in the corner on it. Clavin holding Lawton's stick under the arm. Here comes Stützle. Stützle going to bring it up. He's going to play this one in. Ekman Larsson. He's watching Giroux. Giroux going to send it to the point. That's going to come out and all the way back. Holy smokes, 12 subs to go. 12 subscribers away. Senators bringing it up. Ekman Larsson couldn't get it out. Here comes Ottawa walking out of the corner. In front, it's blocked. Toronto going to put it to the boards. James coming in with that subscribe. Playing this one back down. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much. It is. Andrew, this is great hockey. Toronto flipping this one up. Down, Lorentz tried to chip it out of the air. He couldn't get a piece of it. Sanderson backing it around to Perron. Perron pass up the middle. Carlo got a stick on it. Stolarz, he's coming out to play it. He's going to wrap it around the glass. And this is going to come out. Zub is back with it. Zub, he's going to work it up. Robertson going to intercept. He's going to throw this in the corner. Holy smokes. We are 10 subs away, almost single digits. Here comes Carlo. He's going to steal it back, going to put it off the boards. Robertson turning, giving it to Domi. Domi, nice move to cut in. Domi still going in the corner. Domi going to get pinned up here with Perron. Going to center it across, and a long shot gets blocked. Here come the Senators. Back over the Leaf line. Curling a long shot. That's going to go way wide. 8 subs away. Oh, my goodness. Single digits. Back to the line. Shabbat going to play this one up. At the sideboards, Nylander on his man. Riley coming over to help out. This coming in front. Toronto very quickly to get sticks in. Comes to Jensen at the line. Playing it across. Ottawa coming. Shot's going to go high and over. 10:40 to go. Back across in a shot. That's blocked. They hold it in. Jensen, great job. Senators pressing. Here's another shot. It's going to knock the stick out of Nylander's hand. Willie's going to pick it up. He can't get it. Jensen again is going to hold it in. He's going to throw it in the corner. Toronto going to put it around behind the net. Over for Tavares. JT, he's going to play this one up, and the Senators almost held it in again. Finally, they clear, and they're going to switch it up. Holy smokes. Right back in. 10-10 to go. Ottawa, quick shot. That one goes wide. This is going to come around and out. Marner racing for it. He's going to now pull up as Zub is going to get there. Zub playing this one across. 5 subs away. Unbelievable. Thank you all so much. Down in the corner. Comes to Nyes. Nyes carrying it up. He's going to dump this one in. Matthews gets hauled off his feet. No interference call. Sanderson is going to play this one up. These Leaf fans are going to lose their minds here. And this is going to be an icing call. Finally, the official knows to call something. Holy smokes. 4 subs away. Spectacular. Great play. Leafs are continuing to press right now. 7 shots. 7 shots on net in this period now. It still says no shots for Ottawa.
Anything to the net right now.
Holy smokes. This is wild. 9:41 to go. Domi in against Pinto to take this draw. Thank you, Kurt, for following. Erica, welcome in. Off the draw, here's Nylander coming around. Riley, sharp angle shot at the side of the net. McMahon can't get it. Ottawa going to come back the other way. Here comes Sanderson again. Sanderson is on the move. This is going to be dumped up in the corner. Picked up here by Riley. Riley, he's going to curl now. He's a long pass. Trying to get it up to Nylander. Nylander stretching over the line. Brady Tkachuk up on him. The Sens going to curl and bring this right back. Giroux comes in. He's going to get put in the boards. Carlo going after it. Brady's going to knock him down. Puck comes in the middle to McMahon. Here's McMahon at the red line. Going to dump it in. He's going to go around the defender. Back behind the net. And Ottawa comes up with it. Dan, what's going on? Not necessary. Welcome in. Holy smokes. 2 subs away. Who's going to do it? Who's going to put us over? 26K. Here comes Marner. Marner going to pass it over to McCabe. McCabe flipping this one up. Down around. Matthews going in with a hit on Shabbat. And it clears all the way down the ice. Benoit racing back, and that's going to be an icing call. So with 8:36 to go, Toronto's going to have an offensive zone face-off. 2-1 is the score. And Toronto just having a nice period right now. A real nice period. There it is, 26. Way to go, everybody. We did it. We did it. You guys did it. Maxwell, what's going on? Mitchell, put us... Oh, I take it back. Mitchell, thanks for that sub. Angus, thanks for that sub. Dr. Skin's coming in. Down in the corner, Ekman Larson going to get knocked down. Benoit in here after it. There's a big match going on. Ekman Larson is down. He's back on his feet. He's pushing his man into the boards. Matthews has it. Pinto grabbing at Matthews, and it's going to come to Nyes. Nyesy, he's hustling. Nyesy's going to dump this one down. There's Shabbat getting up on Nyes, not letting them pass. This down around in the corner. I think the officials forget what interference is. This being held in at the line. Toronto, good job. Curling back. Long pass up. Ottawa going to try the far side. Zetterlund gets absolutely rocked by Lorentz. And here comes Batherson at Lorentz. Lorentz getting physical. There we go. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Hayden. Thanks, a Ninja. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that subscribe button and helping us grow as Lawton and Zetterlund are having words. As Lawton kind of grabs the neck of his jersey and then lets go. Big hit by Lorentz. Holy smokes. The physicality is definitely picked up. They're going to commercial break. The Battle of Ontario is just that right now. Eric, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Watching from Vietnam. I'm sure it's early in the morning. Cassandra, how's it going? Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome to our community. Pat, thank you for subbing.
Let's go.
Welcome in. Joel, thank you. Holy smokes. It is correct. 23-17 are the shots on net. The hits are now 36-19. This is madness. Absolutely madness. But they're bringing the passion. Much better. Much better. Kathy, it's the best. The folks in this chat are absolutely amazing. The hockey knowledge is spectacular. Everybody is so kind and generous. And I love that we can be on different sides of the aisle and enjoy a game together and be respectful back and forth. It is absolutely phenomenal. So this is great. Aaron coming in with that sub. Thank you, Aaron. And again, welcome in, everybody. Go Leafs, go. Let's rock it. 7:41 to go. 7:41. They have to keep pressing. They have to keep pressing. Nick, how about them Panthers? Lori, what's up? Good evening, Lori. Good to see you. 4-1 Panthers now. 4-1 Panthers. Hey, play. Why isn't my sound working? There we go. A little Panther growl. 4-1. Who scored? We saw the Reinhardt goal. Schmidt and Matthew Tkachuk picking up the other goals. Oh, man. Awesome. Way to go, Panthers. All right, they're coming back from commercial break. Michael coming in with that sub. Thank you, Michael. coming in. Here we go. So it's true. Ottawa has not had a shot on goal in this period. They've been close. They've been all around. But Toronto is getting done. You okay? Holy smokes. This is what we thought this was going to be. 2-1 is the score. 7:40 to go.
And now, if you're the Leafs,
you cashed out, TJ. Cashed out. A win is a win. Absolutely. I wished I could have cashed out the other day, but it didn't let me. Thanks, Chef. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go. Rick, yeah. Luna, how's it going? Getting set up. The referees, a little bit of ice maintenance here in the corner. Sam, how's it going? Welcome in. No shootout, so no shootout. If this game does, for whatever reason, get tied up and go to overtime, they will keep playing 20 minutes after 20 minutes after 20 minutes. And it's full 5-on-5. So playoff overtime, very different than regular season overtime. No shootouts, thank goodness. Oh my goodness, wow. Got some Twizzlers. Rick's getting the snacks out. The ice crew is out on the ice. They're going to do some repairs. They got to fix it up. The refs are in a no-win situation. They don't want to make calls that influence the games. They also don't want to miss calls. Phil, that's a great call. That's a great call. You know, my kind of thought process is I'm fine with letting everything go. I have no problem to let these guys go at each other. No problem at all. However, if you're going to call a certain penalty, you have to be consistent with it. You have to be consistent. If you're going to call that high stick in the first on, who the heck was it now? On Tanev, you have to call the high stick on Greg that Greg did to Ekman Larson like 2 minutes later. You have to make that call. I understand the Marner one's a follow through, and I'm fine with that. You just have to be consistent. If you're consistent, if you call the same thing, you're going to have no problems whatsoever. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate it, Lori. Ways to go, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, are they still working on this ice? Dave, what's going on? Welcome in. So they're still working on it. Still trying to fix this ice. Either that or the ice screw just came on for a little skate. Charles, what's going on? Thank you, Charles. Hope you guys are doing well. 7:40 to go. And this is a tough time right now. This is a very tough time. Both teams were pressing. You're allowing them to think, and thinking is bad. Triton with the super chat, 10 overtime periods. Triton, no thank you. Can I pass? But thank you, buddy. I appreciate the super chat. Here we go. Off the draw. It's going to be put in the corner. Shabbat going to hammer this one around in Ottawa, putting it in the Leaf zone. Stolarz is out to play it. Stolarz, look out. Oh, my goodness. He almost gave it away. Went high off the glass. Holmberg is going to chip this one out and down the ice. Senators are going to press. Leafs need to be prepared for that. Yes, we got Rick. We got our little prop hockey stick. We're ready. If I need to go in, we're ready. I'll high stick whoever needs to get it. But Stolarz takes a slash as he goes to clear it. Pinto comes over with a whack to the back of the pad of Stolarz. So they've been at Stolarz all day long. The referees are not showing any love. Patricia, how's it going? Welcome in. Go Leafs. Let's do it. Let's do it. 7:18 to go.
No, not at all.
Let them play. Exactly, TJ. Exactly. So Brady's going to come in. Stutzla gets waved out. It's Brady Tkachuk against Austin Matthews. Matthews going to win this one back. Leafs going to put it off the boards. It's going to ricochet out and all the way down. Right? Not necessary. Somebody's going to take it. Somebody's got to take it, right? I don't mind being that guy. I'll go in and to get thrown out. As long as somebody protects me after I hit him. Canadian watching from Australia. Welcome in, James. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate it. Holy smokes. 7:11 to go. Again, a lot of whistles. A lot of whistles right now. I'm going to put the stick down. Going to put the stick back down. Off the draw. Benoit bringing this one back. Playing it around. Matthews chipping it out. Sanderson back with this one. Bouncing around, Batherson, he's going to bring it. Matthews chasing him, but it's offside. And again, a little bit of a late whistle. You can't be the one to go in, Sam. Who would call the game? That's right, LP. LP, good call. Good call. All right, LP has saved me. I have to forfeit my place to go and run Brady with a high stick because I need to be here for you all. Cassandra, yes, from Toronto, just north of the city. We are here in the Toronto area, and we are here all season long doing games. And with any luck, maybe we'll even get to a game this year. Matthews off the draw. Marner fighting for it. Going to pull this one back. Over to McCabe. McCabe going to put this one up the boards. Nyes going to slash it down to Matthews. Going to dump this one in. Marner going in the corner against Sanderson. Yes, Marner.
Let's go.
This coming back. Nyes going to steal it away. Oilers fan coming in, hitting that subscribe. Thank you, Oilers fan. The Brady sucks chance. Piping up. Here's Nyes going to bring this one in. Going to roll it down in the corner. Rick, I hope so. I don't know if I will. I'm hoping so. But we'll see. Here comes Ottawa. Senators on the move. Going to flip this one into the Leaf zone. Carlo going back to get it. Carlo behind the net. You know he would love some redemption. Getting it up to Lawrence. Lawrence over the red line. Going to flip this one down in the corner. 6 minutes to go. 6 minutes to go. Leafs going to keep this one in. Long pass. That's going to miss everybody and come all the way down the ice. Oh, so close. Stolarz way out of his net is going to set this one up. Stolarz, just stay put. Just stay put. You don't have to go roaming. Ottawa back at their own blue line. They're going to make this one. Little pass up, trying to create some space. Stolen by Nicky Robertson. Robertson going to carry it up to the red line and dump it in. So the Leafs are playing this get to the red line and dump it in game. Here come the Senators. They're going to dump this one in again. Stolarz directing traffic over to Benoit. Benoit going to hammer it around the boards. Robertson tips it out. And the Senators put it right back in. 5:20 to go. 5:20 to go. Comes around behind the net. Domi, he's going to swipe at it to McMahon, to the point. Here's a shot. They score. Oh, we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. Oh. Oh. Gaudette is going to get credit for it. Again, some sloppy play here in the Leaf zone. A bad misfire. Was this Brendan Carlo again? It is. Brendan Carlo, you bum. That's 2. So Brendan Carlo carrying it behind the net, dropped it for nobody, then had to scramble back, and Brendan Carlo ties up his man in front, and upon review, it looked like Carlo may have tipped this again. But nonetheless, a shot from the point is redirected, and we're all tied at 2s with 5:13 to go. We told ya, Leafs. We said you can't sit back. So Berube is going to call a timeout, I believe. Oh, my gosh. Come on. Brendan Carlo. So timeout called. Brendan Carlo. Oh, are they going to look at this? Are they going to do a little look? Please let it be an offside. Please let something happen. Please somehow call this back. The video review guy is on the microphone. He's got the tie up. He's talking. Let's see.
Everybody clear the zone is the question.
Puck was dumped in.
As we keep it going, and oh yeah, that looks to be awfully close, but
yeah, I don't think this is offside. I don't think this is offside. They curled. Oh. This, if you're not 100% positive, you're not 100% positive you can't challenge this. I don't think. Nope. Game tied. They're not going to challenge. 2-2's the score. 5 minutes to go, and this is exactly what we said. Sens are going to have all the momentum now. Leafs got to step it up. It's been 23 years since the Leafs have won the first 2 games of a playoff series. They had a 2-goal lead. The Senators have come to tie this one up. Digging this one. Holmberg trying to get it. Senators. Stützle trying to pass it across. Comes in the slot. Leafs going to clear this one out and down the ice. This is going to be an icing call. 4:36 to go. 4:36 to go. So what happened on that play is the puck came out of the zone. It was dumped back in. The two Ottawa players came to the line. They curled. The outside foot did come out of the line, so they did tag up. Carlo had the puck behind the net. He dropped it for somebody, I don't know who, and Domi raced for it, couldn't get there. Puck was played back, the shot came, and then Carlo tied up his man in front, and it was tipped in. Here come the Sens again. Sens with possession. Shabbat to the line. Stützle with a shot. That one is blocked. Another shot. That one's blocked. Going to the corner. The Senators score 2 goals on 2 very lucky bounces. And here's a third in front. Tkachuk has it. Riley is up on him. This coming around at the side. Ottawa still with it. 4:05 to go. Here's Tavares. He's going to have his pocket picked. Now he plays this one back. Riley going to pick it up. Under 4 minutes to go. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Right, Jonathan. It's crazy. Listen, facts are facts. But here's McCabe. McCabe has his pocket picked now. Amadio takes it away. And this is going to get blocked by Matthews. I think Toronto needs another timeout because, my goodness, Ottawa with it again in the corner. McCabe swiping at it. This back to the line. Marner trying to get up. Long shot. And that's going to go just wide. Stellaris again looking around for it. Pinto behind the net. He eludes a hit from McCabe. McCabe trying to play it up to Marner. This is taken away. Senators going around behind the net. Back to Zub at the point. Zub shooting. Down around. Riley lets it go. Comes to McCabe. McCabe, he's going to carry. Pass up to Nyes. Nyes going to bring this one in. Matthews is going to the net. Nyes still with it. Trying to give it to Marner. To Nyes. That one went just wide. This back around. The puck took a funny hop. And that one just stayed out. Zub takes down Marner. Here's Matthews. Matthews gets tripped up now. For the love of God, referee. And this is going to be thrown out, and this should be delay a game. The Leafs won a penalty. Tanev has his hand up in the air. They're calling for it. This went straight out. This should be a penalty. Holy smokes, if you're just coming in, welcome to the chaos. Welcome to the party. Make sure you crush that subscribe button for us. Hit that subscribe button.
Every Leaf playing referee at the end of that play with their
this is absolutely crazy. John, it depends on how you do it. If you use PayPal, you can set it up through your bank or your credit card. If you do a super chat, usually it's credit card set up through Google. So there's a variety of ways. Oh my God. Well, let me see this replay. So there's Batherson trips Matthews. From this angle, it looks like it's clear out. He's saying it hit the glass, but they say no. They're saying no, it's no penalty. Of course not. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Nyes almost put it in. Allmark just got a piece of it. Little double tap. They're going to a commercial break. They're going to take a pause for the cause. Oh my goodness gracious. This is exactly why we said the Leafs need to keep their foot on the gas, and they were doing a great job. 8 shots in that period. Ottawa's only had 2. Ottawa has only had 2, and it just came to be a play. It was a broken play. It was a bad setup, and again, a bad defensive play cost us. Muskoka Wild Ones, welcome in. Oh, I can't wait to get back up north. Can't wait to get back up north this summer. Holy smokes is right, Andrew. Holy smokes is right. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Leafs have had 1 power play tonight. 1 power play. And again, we said it before. Bruce, what's up? Mr. Softy had nice heart. He'd be the best player in the league. Stoley's been doing well. Listen, and I don't blame him at all. A couple lucky bounces. We talked about it. You got to have some luck on your side. The Senators definitely have that tonight. But a lot just not being called. You can't tell me the Senators in this hockey game only had one legit penalty. You can't. You can't. So this is absolutely crazy. Rick, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, I'm freaking out about this. Listen, it'll be what it'll be. We have enough stoppages now, and hopefully they can regroup and come back from this. They just have to get it going. They just have to get it going. But they have the momentum now. Ottawa has that momentum. They're going to roll with it. It's playoffs. You can't allow the referee to win a game for you. You can't hope the referee calls are going to go your way. Hey, Cottaging, things are going to happen. But all we ask for is consistency. All right, here we go. Face-off, 2:43 to go. Tavares is going to get waved out of this draw. Domi going to come in to take it. So we got Domi, Nylander, and Tavares. So Domi back up on the second line. Now Ottawa, Pinto is going to get waved out of this draw. 2:43 to go. Let's go. Domi off the draw. Going to come to the side. Ottawa, Zub going to come away with it. Tavares going to tie him up. Back in the corner for Greg. Greg going to carry this one up. Domi watching him, and a big hit from Domi. This in the corner. Yeah, Charles, totally. Cam, what's going on? Here's a pass across. Here's Nylander cutting towards the middle. Nylander shoot that, he does. A nice save here by Allmark. The crowd is really quiet right now. They got to get loud. They got to go help this team out. Senators, long pass over to Stützle. Stützle with a nice move. He's crossing. Pass over to Brady. Brady going to get hit by Tanev. Domi going to pick up the puck. Oh, Domi, he gives it away. Over to Jensen with a shot. Stolarz gets hit by Brady Tkachuk. Oh, my goodness. Again, Tkachuk with a shoulder into Stolarz. Jansen with this. Jansen going to send this. Again, Brady standing in the blue ice in front of Stolarz. This coming to the line. Toronto trying to get this one out. Digging for it. Where is it? It's in the corner, and the Leafs get it out and over the line. 1:34 to go. Batherson going to turn. Batherson going to drop this one up to Shabbat. Marner ties him up. Here's a shot in Stolarz with a spectacular glove save. Stolarz saving the day right now. Holy smokes, splashing that leather. Wow, with that glove save. Outstanding. Oh my goodness. So good job by Stolarz. He's had to definitely make more of the more difficult saves, but he's playing very, very good. Welcome in to everybody, all the new viewers just coming in. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us here today. Matthews off the draw. Ottawa, quick shot. That's going to go wide. This down in the corner. Ekman Larson racing over here for it. Toronto is still a lead in the faceoffs. Here comes Matthews. Matthews into the zone. He's going to crisscross, circle back, throwing it towards the net. That one goes wide. Toronto keeping this one in. Knies in the corner. It's hard to see on this side of the ice. Everybody's standing up in the crowd, blocking the cameras. Here comes Batherson in. Batherson dragging. Batherson shooting. Holy jeez, hit the side of the net. Here's a long pass. Matthew Knies racing for it. He pats it past Zub. Matthew Knies. He's in the corner. He has nobody to pass it to. Mike, how's it going? Drop pass shooting. Oh my gosh, Yarncroc with 42 seconds almost did it. Toronto with a great rush and a couple of chances. This is going to get dumped in. Stolarz is out to stop it. 30 seconds to go. Going to play this to the line. Here's Lawton. Going to bank it up to Lorentz. Lorentz chasing this one down. Puck is sitting there in the zone. Ottawa going to play this one up. Tanev has to race back. It's a race. Back in the corner, Tanev. He's going to fall on it. Lawton is there. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. Puck is loose. Toronto going to put it to the side. 5 seconds. Come on. Get it out. 3, 2, 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. Oh my goodness. We are going to overtime.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Unbelievable. So what happens now is they're going to go to an intermission. We're going to have a break, and then
who makes the
20 minutes of overtime keyed up on the board. Holy smokes. This was just wild. Absolutely wild. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. All right, let's go talk about this one. All right, so let's bring it up. Here are the final stats after 3 periods of play. 27 shots for Ottawa, 19 for Toronto. 41 hits for Ottawa, 25 for Toronto. 25-27 the faceoffs. So the faceoffs actually end up being very, very close here. 1 for 1 the Leafs in the power play. 1 for 3 Ottawa goes. 8 giveaways to 7. So again, decent giveaway numbers. 5-7 the takeaways, and 30 block shots now for Toronto. 5 for Ottawa. Unreal. I can't believe the way this just all played out. I got to have a quick drink here. Got to have a quick drink. Calling JT. JT's had a decent game. JT has had a very decent game. All right, let's look at some of these stats. Excuse me. For the Leafs, after 3 periods, Marner has played a total of 22:47. So pretty much 23 minutes of game time for Marner. Matthews has played 20 minutes. Nyes is up at 18. Nylander at 17. Tavares at 16. So that's all right. From a defensive standpoint, McCabe is at 23 minutes. Ekman Larson at 20. Tanev at 20. Riley at 19. Benoit at 18. Excuse me. And Carlo at 17. And Brendan Carlo, listen, I'm a big fan of Brendan Carlo. I like Brendan Carlo a lot. He always played well against the Leafs, played hard against the Leafs. But these 2 goals that Ottawa has scored are a direct result of misplays by Brendan Carlo. Misplays by Brendan Carlo. That can happen. The first one was just a fluke. We let that go. Pass comes across, happens to hit his skate and goes in. Complete fluke. But this second play cannot happen. Carlo behind the net drops it for absolutely nobody. Domi tries to get there. Puck comes loose in front, back to the line. Carlo is in tying up his man, but not well enough as he was able to get the deflection on it. So both goals are because of bad plays or bad luck by Brendan Carlo. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully it ends there. Raven, how's it going? Welcome in. Would not be mad if Cousins scored the game-winning goal. I would be. But listen, good on Ottawa. Ottawa came back. They were down by 2. They pressed. They played hard. They got the bounces, right? They got the bounces. Things could have been different. Refs are unbelievable. Looks like they're, from an official standpoint, I get it. But again, a high stick is a high stick. And I'm not talking about the Marner one because that was a follow through. And we even said it kind of right away. Babbitt coming in with the super chat. Thank you so much. $20. I love to see spectacular goal by the Leafs in OT, similar to Corey Cross's winner in the 2000-2001 series. Thank you, Babbitt, so much for the super chat. And bonus points for bringing up Corey Cross in an overtime goal. This is probably the first time in a long time that Corey Cross has been brought up. But thank you so much. Stick taps. Everybody drop stick taps in the chat for the super chat. Wayne, what's going on? 30 block shots. It is. 30 block shots is absolutely wild. And they do a really good job blocking shots. Really good job. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just, Various, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Listen, it's awesome because of all of you. It's awesome because of all of you. Jack, what's up? Welcome in. Let's take a breath. 5-2 Panthers now. 5-2 Panthers. Who Matthew Tkachuk, 2 goals tonight for Matty T. Amazing. My kid's so funny there, sponsored by both milk and cookies. It is awesome. Prep, thank you so much for the super chat. It is funny, but it's creative marketing. Good on the sponsorship team for going out and making that happen. That is amazing. But thank you for the super chats. This night has been a wild ride. Toronto jumped out early. We thought this one is in the bag. The second period, they forgot to show up. A bad bounce. Goal goes in. All of a sudden, it's a 1-goal game. Most of that third period, the effort was there. They were playing so much better. But one brain fart, and that happens to turn the thing around. So you make him freak out. Jets versus Leafs. KJ, I would love to see that. Would absolutely love to see that. Jack, what's going on? Jack, welcome in. Okay, shout out to Jack C. Senators must be taking it to the Leafs. They're playing well. NCHL, what's going on? Welcome in. Do you think you could get some redeems with clips from Slapshot? Possibly, Mark. Possibly. I'd have to test them out. And see what gets by. Some things are okay. Some things are all right. But some things not so much. So, yeah. Yeah, we thank everyone for the super chats. We appreciate the super chats so very, very much. It really does mean a lot to us. We try to put on the best show that we can, and often it means it means that we have to what's the best way of saying it? We subscribe to different pieces of software to allow us to bring the best quality stream to you. So a lot of the super chats and a lot of memberships definitely help go towards breaking that down and helping cover those costs. So I appreciate so much for that. Okay, cool. So I appreciate all the super chats, all the gifted memberships. It's just amazing. And this community is so generous and so awesome. So thank you all so much. Randy, OT again. Yes, indeed. We got to love our OTs. Been watching along. Smile. Glad you've been watching. You're very, very welcome. I can't believe we're going for OT again. I mean, listen, yesterday, OT ended fairly quickly. Montreal got in there. We thought Montreal would be able to pull it out. And they just couldn't do it. Hopefully, it's going to be different here for Toronto. Hopefully, Toronto. The way the story went yesterday is Washington was up. Montreal came back. Washington won in overtime. Let this be the same result. Toronto was up. Ottawa tied it up. Let's have Toronto win it in overtime. Woombio G, what's going on? Go Leafs, go. We hope so. All right. Ron calling Toronto to win. OT went pretty deep with the Stars winning. Yeah, didn't it go, Cam? I believe it was double OT, if I'm not mistaken. Let's hopefully that's not the case tonight. Just one overtime. Let's just end it and go away happy. But we'll see. All right, let me go back. I know a lot of you are putting your predictions in the chat, and I haven't been reading them. So I apologize because I've been reading all the other comments. You're guessing Pinto to score. Randy, Pinto's been coming close. I see a nice prediction in there. Let me go back a little bit here. Who else are you guys picking? Who am I going to pick? It won't be double OT. 4 overtimes. Randy, you made me choke. We did 4 overtimes, or was it 5 last year? We did a game, started at 7 o'clock, and it went to just about 2 o'clock in the morning. It was absolutely crazy. Beverly coming in says, bring it to us, Willie. You know, when Beverly drops the super chat, calling out somebody to score, it has a history here. It has come true. So will it be Willie? Will it be Willie? McMahon for Leafs, Kachuk to the Sens. Robertson. Varias is going with Robertson. I love it. I have no skin in the game as far as winners. I just need Nyes to score. Mosquito says, come on, Nyesy. Let's do it. McMahon is a good pick. Leafs got to keep the heat and keep control of the puck and not dump it in. Cassandra, exactly. They need to manage their puck control. The dump and chase has not been working for them in this game. When they've been carrying it over the line, they make that pass inside the zone with a little drop. They get a shot on net. Keep the control, work it through, put the puck to the net. That's what they got to do. Torrey's going Bathorin and Lorentz. First of all, I love that we're getting some depth players in here. Yeah, Colin Lorentz, he's had a great game. No possibility. I'm awake for double OT. Prep, that's funny. Toronto win an OT to clinch the series with John Tavares. Calling JT to do it. I call him putting their penalty killers and fastest guys on the ice. Nylander can pull it off. Probert. Kurt says, from the Adams family. Nice. Riley, another pick for Riley. Carlo for score redemption. Judge, I love that. I would love that for him because you know social media is going to be beating up on Carlo pretty bad right about now, especially this evening. So for him to score the OT winner would be phenomenal. I'm going to take a look. Let me take a look. I got to decide, who do I want? I mean, Marner's had a pretty solid game, not a lot of shots. Holmberg's got a couple of shots. Matthews has a couple. Do I really want to say Holmberg? Do I really want to say it's going to be Holmberg? That would be crazy. Yeah, we're going to go Holmberg. That's it. We're going to go Holmberg. Holmberg for the win for Toronto. And for the Senators, I mean, Stützle's had a good game. He's got an assist already tonight. Who else? I don't want to pick Stützle. Yeah, all right. We're doing it. Stützle for Ottawa, and we're calling Holmberg for Toronto. Those are my picks. Stützle and Holmberg. And I can't believe I'm picking Holmberg for an overtime goal. Like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me picking Holmberg to score an OT winner? But hey, he's got to do it sometime. Going Amadio. Amadio's had a decent game too. Batherson is a good pick. Those are some good picks. But I'm gonna lay it there with Holmberg. Why? I do. Oh my goodness. I still love Babic. I love that Corey Cross comment. Love to see. Bring Corey Cross back. I hope he's in the crowd tonight. I hope he's watching. Oh, good night, Urises. Take care, buddy. I hope you're feeling better soon. Nice for the big win. Nice would be great. Listen, we got the Nizey on. It would be good for him to do it. Yeah, Holmberg has been playing well. If you would have told me at the beginning of this playoffs, Sam, would you pick Pontus Holmberg for a game-winning goal? I would say no chance. But I just got the homie feeling today. If Holmberg scores, beers are on, Scott. All right, sounds good. Homie Holmberg for the win. That would be funny. Holmberg a better pick than Matt Murray. Oh, Matt Murray. Jerry, how's it going? Bobby Mack. At least Bobby Mack is a good pick. You know, he can score. Bobby Mack can score in bunches. I think it's been about 12 games since he scored last. Domir Giroux, blended. Nice. Good picks. Both have had nice games today. You need Amadio for your parlay. That's it. It's like, I don't care about anything else. I want to hit my parlay. Oh, Jack, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I didn't even pick Holmberg to have a regular spot in the lineup. Right, Phil? Oh, my goodness. So funny. All right, so I assume this is going to be the last commercial break, and then they'll be back. The overtime intermissions are a lot shorter. Also, overtime goes a lot faster because there's no commercials. So there's no commercials in overtime. So this is going to be blazing. They do take a little bit of extended breaks because they'll bring out the shovels and all that. If Stellar scores, I'll super chat my bank account. Could you imagine? Stellars goes to play it off the glass to clear it, and it comes down and it hits the stanchion and comes right across. Woombog, that's correct. That is correct. Not allowed to do so, unfortunately. I wish, but not. Cassandra, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, everybody, get your snacks, get your drinks. I'm going to take my last drink. It's time. Gosh, I'm so nervous. All right, why isn't it switching? There we go. Slow to switch over. Let's do it. Time for overtime.
Playoffs are made for, right?
Let's see what's going to happen. If you're watching on a television screen, welcome in. Thank you for watching along with us. If you're here with us in the chat, thank you. If you're watching in the background, come in, say hello. I was drinking ginger ale, but now I'm so nervous I opened the rum. Cassandra, is it Canada Dry or Schweppes's? Very crucial question. Schweppes's or Canada Dry? Face off at center ice, 20 minutes on the clock. It is 5-on-5 hockey. Off the draw, first puck. It's a scramble. Ottawa going to come away with first puck. They're going to dump it in. Riley going to pick it up. He's going to put this one out. Back to the Ottawa line. Sanderson. He's going to turn. Jake Sanderson going to play this one up. Stutzla chasing the corner. Canada Dry. There you go. Right answer. Stutzla going to pick up the puck. Walking right out of the corner. Somebody get on him. Back to the point. Here's a long shot. That's going to get blocked by Holmberg. There you go. Big block by Holmberg. Ottawa backing it up. Sending it around. This coming across. Zetterlund for the Sens. Robertson for the Leafs. Monty wants Carlo redemption. Carlo picking this one up. He's going to play it ahead. All the way down. Allmark is out of his net. This coming around. Shabbat to Jansen. Jansen is going to pinched up on by Nyes. And this is going to be flipped up. Ekman Larson going to take it off the glove. Going to back this one up. Toronto trying to get it to Marner. That one is blocked. Going to drop down. And Benoit, he's going to take a hit. And he's going to play this one in, but it's offside. So we're going to get a face-off just outside. Benoit having a little conversation with the referee as he kind of got some interference run. So the shenanigans still going. Ridley Gregg stepping up with a late hit on Benoit. Not happy about it. I didn't think it was that late, to be honest with you. Overtime is here. Matthews is 15 for 20 tonight. In against Giroux, who's 4 for 7.
Matthews 15 and 5
off the draw. Nope, didn't drop it. Come on, guys, get your stick down. Let's go. There it is. Ottawa's going to win this one back. Waiting, long shot. That's going to go just wide. Comes around the other side. Joseph, how's it going? Welcome in. This one around down on the other side. Ottawa going up. That's going to be blocked. Nice shot. Back to Marner. Marner going to feed it ahead. Nyes is going to break it out to the red line. He tries to dump it in. That one gets blocked. Marner's still battling. Marner carries it into the corner. And Ottawa going to hammer it around the boards. This is going to be held in. Yes, Toronto holds this one in. Turning in a quick shot. That's going to go wide. AJ, how's it going? Welcome. Backing it up. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence leaving it here, and Toronto going to hammer it in. Ottawa Shabbat going to play this back to Jansen. Lawrence is up on Jansen. Yarncroc coming over. They feed it back. And a nice play and a long breakout pass for Brady Tkachuk. Misses, and that's going to be an icing call against the Ottawa Senators. So this is coming all the way back to the Toronto, or to the Ottawa side of the ice. Holy smokes. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I am really, really nervous right now. So Tanev, a nice job to get back. 18:01, so 2 minutes gone. Giroux in here against Domi. No, Tavares. Tavares going to win this one back. Toronto, long shot from the point, going to sail high. Allmark swatted that up, and it's going to go up and out of play. So we'll get another face-off inside the line here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the computer's having some issues. Are we still live right now? We are still live. Okay. Holy smokes. My computer just kind of froze on me. But we are still here. Hopefully you guys are still here as well. Face off. Here's Tavares. Tavares kind of winning it. Rolls right on Allmark, and he's going to stop this one again. Holy smokes. Computer, don't play these tricks on me. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's overtime, you know. Got to give the computer some love. Okay. Tavares in to take this again, this time against Pinto. It's a scramble draw, going to come over. They can't keep it in. Toronto D picking it up. Tavares going to head to the bench. They're going to start to change it up. Here's Ottawa setting it down around behind Stolarz. Toronto picking it up. They're going to chip it out. Long pass. Couldn't get to Nylander. Tavares had to go right to the bench. Something hhappened to Tavares. Shot and Stolar is going to settle this one down. He's going to hang on to it.
Yeah, you know what?
So Tavares is in a little discomfort as he sits on the bench. It was, oh, it was just a stick issue. Get that rum out right. Get a little Malibu rum going, some Blue Hawaiians in honor of the Maple Leafs. A little blue drink.
A little slow to make the move.
Holy smokes.
You gotta trust your center iceman.
Onyx.
Here, but you never
So
like
face off in the Leaf zone. No, Ottawa's going to get waved out. Giroux is going to come in to take this. Or no, Batherson, excuse me, in to take this one. Domi going to win this back to the corner. Benoit in there. Going to play this along the boards. Can't get it. Oh, they're digging it around. Comes in front. Toronto going to clear. Here they come. 3-on-2. Domi going to carry this one ahead. Domi, stick handling. He's caught from behind. Shot, nice save. Over to McMahon. He's going to play it around for Domi. Domi tries to bounce it in front. Comes to the side. Nick Robertson. He wheels it back to the line. Ekman Larson tries to put it in. It bounces up. Here comes Ottawa back into the Toronto zone. Robbie trying to race back, and Toronto's going to steal. Here's Benoit. Benny's going to carry this one in. He's going to drop this back for Domi. Look out. Domi in the slot. Domi shooting. He scores! Shut the front door. Maximum Domi! There we go. Domi takes it home. Domi for the win. Toronto, the first time in 23 years they go up 2-0 in a playoff series. Congratulations, Maple Leafs. Oh my goodness, what a game. Folks, we're going to be back here tomorrow night for Montreal in Washington. I hope you'll join us for that. If not, Thursday, we're back here for Game 3 in Ottawa. Maple Leafs in Ottawa, as the Maple Leafs are the second Canadian team to take a 2-0 lead in their series, as the Winnipeg Jets did it previously. Woo! That was absolutely insane. What a goal. Oh my goodness. Benoit to Domi, shakes off one hit, shakes off two hits, a shot from the slot, beats Ullmark, who's screened by his own man, Max Domi, with maximum effort. What a play. Unbelievable. What a finish. You must be kidding me. This was crazy. All right, let's break this all down. First off, thanks so much to the mods. You guys crushed it as always. Thank you so much. Thank you to our gifters tonight. Holy smokes. Beverly, thank you so much. Prep, thank you. Beverly, you called Willie, but hey, we'll take Domi. So thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Prep. Thank you, Babik. Thank you, Triton. Of course, Mr. Ben, welcome to the membership squad. Coach celebrating a membership. James with the super sticker. We have Prep and Endgame with some gifted memberships. And of course, Glenn and Joanna all joining the membership team as well. So thank you all so much. What an amazing night. Wow. Here are your goal scores. Let's fire through these here real quickly. Morgan Riley from Nylander and Tavares. Tavares from Marner and Matthews. Brady Tkachuk from Giroux and Shabbat. Adam Gaudette from Clavin and Stutzla. And just now in overtime, Max Domi absolutely buried this one home. Total shots on net, 28 for Ottawa, 21 for the Maple Leafs. 53% the Leafs go in the faceoff circle, which is amazing. 25 hits for Toronto, 43 for Ottawa. So Ottawa came in crashing and banging, but Toronto held on. They stayed calm. They didn't let their emotions get the better of them. A great job there. 10 giveaways to 7. That is all right. Decent numbers all the way around. This was almost a picture-perfect hockey game. Almost a picture-perfect hockey game. Cassandra, that's right. Maxed out. Couldn't be happier for Max Domi. Just a phenomenal game. If we forget about the second period was a nightmare. But if we forget about the second period, it was all right. Tavares ends the game with 2 points tonight, a goal and an assist. Domi, of course, with the OT winner. Marner, Matthews, Nylander all picking up points again. So again, the core four getting it done, putting points on the board, showing up this year for the playoffs. Absolutely incredible. Love to see what this team is bringing. So the Leafs win. The Panthers 5-2 at the end of the second. I don't want to assume they're going to win. The Hurricanes won earlier. Wild and Golden Knights. That starts at 11 o'clock tonight. That's a late one. But like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow for Montreal and Washington. It's going to be great. Cassandra, likewise, I'm so glad you found us. And thanks for being a part of this community. And welcome to all of our new subscribers. Hope you all had a great time. By the way, we are 3 likes away from 300. 3. If you haven't hit that like, let's hit that like. Put us over 300. A great way to end the stream. Now we have 2 free shots in Ottawa. Richard, it's never a free shot. But if they can split in Ottawa, holy smokes, we come back here for game 5 to put it away. All we got to do is split, and that would be amazing. Absolutely incredible. There it is. Thank you so much. You ask and you shall receive. I'm so impressed with this team. The resiliency, how they bounced back, how they fought through adversity. Whatever was said after the second period in the locker room, clearly the message was taken. The message came through. All right, it's time to get myself to bed. And thank you, Net. I appreciate that. We're here almost every night. We will be here almost every night, bringing you hockey action. And I thank you all for sticking with us. I was curious to see who they're going to award the 3 stars to. So I'm just waiting for that to post. Over here, and the city is quiet tonight. Ooh, the city is quiet tonight. I'm sure. Listen, the one good thing, whether you're a Leafs fan or whether you're a Sens fan, these 2 cities are uber passionate about their teams. In Ottawa, after a tough year, fighting for that wild card spot, I kind of felt Ottawa was the favorites coming into this. Everybody was taking Ottawa to beat up on the Leafs in 4, in 5, and they, this hopefully will start to show the Leafs have what it takes. All right, here are your 3 stars. Morgan Rielly is star number 1, John Tavares star number 2, and Max Domi is star number 3. I agree with all 3 of those. I agree with all 3 of them. Great picks. Really great picks. All right, folks, from all of us here at the Sam Welby 12 Experience, I thank you so much for everything tonight. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Will Montreal take one from Washington? We will find out. Until then, have a great night. Have an amazing day tomorrow. Wear that smiley fans on your face because we have earned it. These boys in blue are amazing. And let's see if they can keep it rolling. Have a wonderful night. And there's only one way. There's only one way to close this one out before we go. Dougie, take us away. Good night, everybody.
You're watching Sam Welby Experience.